negative word comes on an increase in rent, but there are other mechanisms around it to also make it cheaper. For example, the same lady that I rented that house for 30,000. How she came by the extra 10,000 was she said to me she needs to speak to her big son. And her big son at the time was a police officer and said to me, a foolish me attack. It can't work. And I said, the mother want to buy the house, but she don't have the money to buy it. But I can talk to the owner and add something extra and rewrite the proposal. Take a higher.
So you're increasing rental.
I agree to that already.
Okay.
I said yes. But I'm also giving you the matrix in which.
How is that going to help the poor of Jamaica?
And what was the deposit?
Hold on, please, guys. Please allow him to finish, please. Remember, we agree at that. And afterwards, we're going to have Winner come in and give him the details of the plan where the Prime Minister, NHT, go through all of this already. This is facts, right? So make him finishing point, and then Winner will just jump in and break it down for him. Because I wish me not even want to give me email, but probably I might, and I can send you this document voice, and you can probably go through it. But Winner will
to the public, you never send it to him.
Not read nothing.
Well, all right, voice, finish up.
Yes. So on that basis, I do not know the matrix or the full information on what Mr. Golin have in mind. So what I'm doing is waiting for it and match it with common sense and feasibility and reality. It is just a proposal so far without not much information. So on that basis, I leave it and still waiting like everybody else. So on the point of the NHT situation, I've worked with my member of parliament and various development in Central Clarendon. And a lot of things I have seen, sit with NHT and we try to develop some capital land business, I don't want to speak on a lot of things because you're still in government and so I have to leave it alone. But I am yet to see Mr. Golin present the plan in his manifesto with more clarity. And then this is where I reach now as a labor right now, you know, from why I have to move my vote.
Comrade, sir, comrade, please.
Comrades, no. Just somebody see him, my ramble unravel now. Just somebody jump in.
No, sir, you don't need to do that. The purpose of me decide to give my mandate to the opposition is on the basis of not two factors, but many. And I will be like that. So.
You can't give it two good policy.
I just give it two.
Vice of the Nation.
Yes, sir.
What was the deposit that you required the persons to pay and the property before them could have moved in there again?
Okay. All right.
200.
No. I don't want to lie. I think maybe mention
200. You told us already.
Yes, brother. See if I figure brother. No. We don't want. Just what we want beat this evening. We don't want you go tell no lie. We have to go.
All right. So
we have to get you from 200,000.
200,000.
You told us 200,000.
All right. Yes.
Yeah, pay attention, please. Good.
All right. 200,000.
Done.
Good.
All right.
All the 200,000 came in. It never need to be so high. It was actually need to be low. But because they're going to do the rent to own.
You trap them.
No, the liabilities of doing that would be higher. Right. So I want to increase the deposit in the best interest of the property.
So what you're saying is that now a regular Jamaican going to rent a place who would normally be charged 1 month in advance, I forgot end up finding at least 200,000 plus the rent got increased by at least another 10,000.
Which is not a bad case if you ask at the global market, for example. If you're in America,
Oh, but
Hold on,
Vice
Chuck.
of the Nation, as
hold
Khan
on, Chuck.
nothing now go
Hold
on
on,
at
Chuck.
Jamaica mash up.
Yes, sir. But hold on, Chuck. Let me just get a comparison, because we are reason. We're not going to argue. If you're living in America and your credit is bad and you want to rent, if you have good credit, you don't have no deposit. If your credit is bad, sometimes a realtor, they decide to charge you 1 month's rent.
That's a lie. Every rent that not negotiable
All
credit
right,
and
all right.
deposit.
When it start like
We
this,
don't
I don't
know
want to
about
go
that
No,
there.
sir.
We
All
That's
right,
not
I don't
true.
want to go there.
But I have
I
to
said-
check him, Sheikah. That's not true. You're
We
you're
don't know
renting a
about that.
property in America. Your deposit has nothing to do
Nothing
with
to
your
do with
credit.
Exactly. Same thing I
Sir,
hear.
let me finish my statement.
That
If
a
everybody
man
wants
wicked,
to.
sir.
Sir, but speak
All right,
facts over
don't-
here. Do not do
All
that.
right, all right.
No,
all
no,
right, all right.
but
Let me
Vice,
finish what I'm
Vice,
saying,
it's
though,
true.
Vegas.
No,
Vegas.
Vice.
let me finish.
Well on the voice, take the correction.
Mhm.
Come and rent properties here too. So take the correction. That not one have nothing to do with the other.
No, you can't. No, Vegas. If you're going to tell me that. Hold on, man.
Voice.
No,
Just take the
Vegas. You
correction,
can't
man.
tell
Just
me
take the
say lie
correction,
me
brother,
tell
man.
me rent property.
Jesus.
Beg, hold on.
No, but that's hold on. That's not the norm then. That's not the norm.
I never
That's
said
not
it's
the
a
norm.
norm. I was giving you an
All
example.
right. But don't put it out like it's no, but no, but don't put
All
it
right,
out
let's
there like it's the
rephrase it.
norm.
For example, depends on where you are in America and the property you want to rent.
No.
It's not true, sir.
Which
No,
state,
no,
Vice?
bro.
Which state?
No.
You ask, all right. Let me just say what I'm saying.
Let's just not get hung up on this Vice, man. Just leave it alone, man.
You know what? Thank you, baby. Thank you. Leave it alone.
Leave
Let's
it
move
alone.
on.
All right.
Yes.
That's
Winner,
trivial.
jump in, winner. Because we could move on from
Good
this.
afternoon, panelists. How you all doing? Now, Mr. Voice, there is a well-written report from the commission, the commission that was hired by the commissions of the National Housing Trust. These are people who sit there and make a valuable contribution to the NHT and its mandate and way forward. Now, questions were asked of the NHT in 2016, 2017, to look at the viability of the rent loan and how this could increase the supply of houses to the Jamaican people. That report is there. And it states, a report that was sent to the Prime Minister from the NHT, it states, as a part of the national, shelter strategy, to the NHT offer properties for rental. They come up with some issues. They've spotted these issues, and the issues are, in terms of for Jamaicans, how we're facing housing crisis and whatever. Some Jamaicans, despite gainfully employed, are unable to purchase a home, and in some cases, these persons utilize the option of rental in the private real estate market. The Commission contemplated whether or not offering properties for rental would address the issue of affordability facing low-income earning Jamaicans. The following options were considered in an effort to determine whether the NHT subsidy could be used to address these issues. The rent-to-own model, where the government through the NHT would play the role of landlord. Providing properties for rental, possibly through employers creating a public real estate market, or the NHT acting as a market maker in the rental market. Impact. Under a rent-to-own model, the tenant would be granted the option to purchase the home with their periodic rental.
Winner. Sorry for cut you. But can we address the bullet point one, please?
Oh, you want to address the bullet?
Let's break it down so the person with limited understanding.
All right.
So can you break it down, explain what it means,
The
please?
following options were considered in an effort to determine whether the NHT subsidy could be used to address the issue. One, the rent-to-own model, where the government through the NHT would play the role of landlord. So the NHT or the government using NHT would build houses and act as the landlord. So they would own these NHT houses, would then rent these out to the Jamaican people. So they look at that option, which Mark Golden said that them going to use. right?
So additionally, when you're a landlord, you have to go around and fix if something want to fix. You have
Yes.
to take care of the property. You have to get
Upkeep.
call anytime something in the house want to fix, them I go call you. If you come fix it. If a bathroom stuff up and all them thing there, and it not reach certain threshold, you have to go fix it and all of them things that entails.
All right, Winter, me can get
Carry
a
on,
one-on-one
carry
with you
on,
now.
brother.
With your
No,
documents.
No.
we're not finished,
Sit in my class and learn, brother, because from what you have to propagate this.
Yes. The NHT.
But some people ask a question for the same thing I read a lot.
No,
Let me finish this point under the bulletin and we move from there. The NHT acting as a market.
do you have a question on what just one second, winner? Do you have a question?
that's
1 second, winner. Do you have a question? What winner?
That's
Winner,
what
do you have
I'm
a question
saying,
on what
you know,
winner
Peter.
just stated?
Yes, if you're reading such
Yeah,
a
quick
long
and fast. What's your
thing.
question? Quick and fast.
No, keep going, man. Keep
Yeah,
going.
man.
Keep
That's
going.
what
No,
I'm stopping.
man,
That's what I'm
keep
stopping.
going.
No, do you understand?
No,
Hold
but
on.
if
Do
me
you
go,
understand
if
what
me go
winner just
stop you,
addressed?
Vegas, me must want to ask upon something where you read.
All right, so go ahead and ask. Go
So,
ahead and ask. Go
no,
ahead and
man.
ask.
All right, I will pick up on the next point, man. Keep reading.
No, brother, you never have nothing for asking.
So,
That's trouble you want
so
to
why when me stop and I said, hold on, let me
Voice of
ask
the
you
nation.
something.
Voice of the nation. Voice of the nation. Do you want to ask me a question?
Such children.
I would want to ask you a question while you're reading because the whole point
Alright, go
of
ahead.
having me here is
Yes.
to try
okay,
to
okay,
give me
okay,
the
go ahead,
information.
Go ahead.
All
Go
right,
ahead,
so
go
go
ahead.
on. Yeah.
What I want you to read back the bullet point, what you said, and let me hear you again.
Okay. So the providing properties for the rental, possibly to employ. No, sorry, under some reach. Oh, following the option were considered in an effort to determine whether blah, 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 blah. The rent own model where the government through the NHT would play the role of landlord. We understand that.
I'm winner. Sorry. One before I answer voice. I'm gonna jump off. You see, I want to bring up excellence if one on him good because him kind of stuck up on that's something you have to hear. So I want to bring up excellence here. So
Come up here. In and come up here. One at a time. Tomorrow you can come back.
All right.
Okay,
Hold on
okay.
in the winter.
Yeah.
On the point that you just read. See, I'm following, Government as a landlord. So in an essence, this document they're reading would have been a feasibility study.
Yes, sir.
Good. All right, let's follow the trajectory of the argument and we now come off it, right?
All right. So under the landlord tenantship or the landlord.
That's where we at, man. That's where we at.
One, providing properties for rental, possibly through employers creating a public rental estate market.
I'll hold a point now. That point that you're on, I summarized the entire document already based on one thing you say, That feasibility study would have dealt with unemployment, the affordability of who is employed
No,
within a threshold.
It did not. It says.
Well, I'm giving you my. All right.
No, but you cannot summarize the document and we have it here. So let us go through it.
Hold on, no.
Mr. Boyce. No.
We're not going to do that.
No, we can't allow to do that. You
All
can't
right, keep reading. Keep reading.
Providing properties for rental, possibly through employers creating a public real estate market. Two, the NHT acting as a market maker in the rental market. So the NHT would have taken on the bulk of renting in Jamaica, pushing rental, then through ownership, housing ownership through that process, right? Now, they're looking at what the possible impact could be. Under a rent-to-own model, the tenant would be granted the option to purchase the home with their periodic rental payments being applied to the purchase price of the home, right? The rental model would allow beneficiaries to rent properties at subsidized rate. The commission contemplated two structures. So let me go again. Under the rent-to-own model, the tenant would be granted the option to purchase a home with their periodical rental payments being applied to the purchase price of the home. So I guess they would have add a part of the rental money to the mortgage, because you still have to make sure that money is there to take care of the property while you're being landlord, right? The commission Okay, the rental model would allow beneficiaries to rent properties at subsidized rate, which Mark Golding said they want to do. The commission contemplated two structures that could possibly cover these: a direct landlord-tenant relationship where the property is owned by the NHT and offered at a offered to low-income earning Jamaicans. So that is the NHT being the landlord, and the NHT is offering these houses at subsidized rate to low-income earners. That Mark Golding said they want to do. Two, it could be a landlord relationship to employers such as hotel owners. So it could be that employers create the housing structure, and through that, NHC would come in as the middleman and allow Jamaicans to rent and possibly own these houses in the future.
All right. Question to you now, sir.
Write on the question. Hold on. Write on the question. You're breaking the train of process. I want to write.
It's in front of you. You can hold on a minute. I may have the thoughts.
No, but you other persons are listening. I want Jamaicans.
Make him ask him question quick. Make him ask him question quick, family.
Sir.
It's 2 times that we break and him do have a question either at the time.
My
What's the advice of the comrade?
My question to you. That suggestion or idea through employment, right? By the same commission in this feasibility study where they gave you, for example, through employment and the NHE coming as a middleman. That alone is an idea in which they're trying to figure out the possibility of the project.
Who is trying to figure it out?
Chuck, just give me a minute with the gentleman.
Who is trying to figure it
Who's trying
out?
to figure it out?
I'm
You
saying
see, ask a question. You see, ask a question
Alright,
and
we are talking
turn it
about
to something else.
the feasibility study just identified a suggested idea.
What do you mean by feasibility studies?
The whole document is a feasibility study.
What that means? What that means? What feasibility mean?
It is just to go and study to see if this thing is possible or not possible.
If it is
Okay.
feasible.
In business, before you act, hold on, let me answer Vegas.
Yeah,
Hold on,
derail the process, my brethren.
So, sir, I read you have me up here and me I try to ask you a question. You have a document in front of you, Vegas. Before you can conduct a business,
Right.
you want to go and check if it is
Right.
going to make money or not. So they call it a feasibility study.
Okay. So, yeah.
All right?
Because
So
no,
who
because
has to figure it out?
I
So you said they are
keep swinging it.
trying to
So that's I make sure so that for the sake of the audience,
Yes,
everybody
yeah.
understands.
I want at a time I agree to I'm here to talk to you and the gentleman. He's reading, and at the same time, I am listening
Right.
and have questions.
But so who now is figuring out if it's feasible?
That's what I'm saying to you now. Within the feasibility study, there's a suggested idea that it could work through the employer and the NHT would be the third party. So what they're trying to come up with is that, okay, you can get the house through the employer as long as the NHT validate all the criteria that meet the financial threshold. Continue, sir.
What is
How
the
would that be the
question you
employer?
say you have? I mean, understand.
Then if you keep stopping the person, me just explain to Vegas and explain to the gentleman.
So who would be the employer, bossy?
Who you say if you work with? So if you work with a hotel or you work at the airport, NHT would have to mediate, check your job and see if whatever the criteria NHT has.
Let me ask you a question. What is one of the challenges that NHT have right now? What is one of the challenges that they have right now?
In what? Selling the houses or getting
in terms of their collecting their contribution.
I can't speak of it right now. I don't know.
You don't
All
know.
right, so hold on. So nothing where we not read a while ago in the process.
So
That's two different questions you ask, And I
No,
answer.
she asked you what is one of the present issue.
So well, Orlando Vegas. So one of the challenges that NHT also will have, right, is their inability to collect the contribution from employers. So that is an issue in Jamaica. So enough people go at NHT to get a property and can't get it. After them have paid them NHT for years through them.
My niece that, my
Alright,
niece, my
Chica.
niece that over 20
Hold on,
years.
Vega. Chica.
Yes.
Chica. So in context of what the gentleman just read, I was responding to that. You identify a problem outside of that.
Yes, so while the NHT is highlighting these issues, I am breaking it down because I think you were leaning more towards they are exploring it. But if you go down into the nitty-gritty of what they are saying, it is indeed challenging for the NHT to say, okay, we're going to go through an employer as a third party.
All right.
Every time your money
You see,
becomes
I have a question for you, Chica.
What I also understand is you keep with every platform here depend you come with the nice pretty words the feasibility, the feasibility,
So
the
that's what it is,
feasibility.
Vegas. It's
Right?
a feasibility study.
And here we go on now. When you come across that way and it fly over the camera them head now break it down and make them understand. Zane, so basically the pros and cons of what the do's and the don'ts and what cannot and what cannot happen. Zane, but when you're stressing on them just check if it's feasible. You don't play the report. You basically undermine the report and the significance of the report.
No.
Give me a second. Hold on, Vice.
Let me finish with Vegas and you come, man. Read it.
No, I'm done.
Hold on.
Vegas finish. Go ahead.
Guys, Vice of the Nation, any question you want to ask, let me finish the document. It's not a long document. Let us finish it. We're all intelligent people up here.
Now go to the whole document.
Hold on, brethren. No, this is after they have examined everything and they come to the impact and the recommendation. And
I read the conclusion now.
I'm going to the impact, we're going to recommendation, and then we're going to the conclusion, and that's it. We are all intelligent people. If you have a question, let us examine the document, bring it across for the 200 people that are here, and then we can analyze and extract and try to understand and ask the question.
Right. So from my understanding, you just want to read through this and then we can elaborate on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So what I'm going to do, panel, I'm going to just mute and listen until you finish.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Fair?
Okay. Thank you.
Finally, we get that PNP will cooperate.
Yeah, man.
No man, a good you man. I know me a convert to the one in name when name Alvaro. Alvaro turning on good
Like
somebody.
on Vegas, I deal with him still.
No man, I'm a G them man, I'm a G.
Vegas. You know the great thing why we talk Vegas? Hold on the people. Vegas is one of the
Sorry winner. We don't
hold on. Vegas is one of those persons that when we speak as an opposition to you, we are not disrespected. And that is one of the things we can always
No. All I will stay so in general. I just because I was me we come in another zone.
Yeah, but
all I will stay so notice it. No, notice this, bro. You see winner and Duja and them everybody else Salashika them brother Finley them. What everyone away, bro. We not disrespect people, brother.
Vegas, not for yourself.
No, brother, I watch up on platform. You book up us on liberate. Listen.
No,
book up us on liberate. Listen, me say when you with the on some platform where you chat nonsense and some labor rights, if you shut up your mouth and tap chat. But when it comes on to leave it alone. Let me not continue.
Leave it alone. Yes. Continue, Mr. Winter. I'm listening to you.
So all right. So we were at a landlord relationship to the employer, such as a hotel owner, right? Somebody make a feedback. Are you big?
I'm mute, sorry.
Yeah, all right. The NHT acting as a market maker in the rental market is likely to involve a change in the policy to stimulate second home purchase to acquire a second home for rental, right? The commission discussed and agreed that a number of challenges are likely to arise with the application of any of these models. And they are going to list the challenges that they see with what we have just listed. They're saying, does the NHT have the administrative capacity or expertise to manage these options? Is the NHT able to control the rental rate offered to employees by employers? Who should be responsible for maintaining the property? Should the NHT put control of employees' shelter in the hands of employers? Very tricky. Employer could use it over your head, ain't it? What happens if the tenant can no longer afford to rent these properties? Now, recommendation by the commissioners. Using the available data from the NHT on housing demand versus housing supply, while a number of challenges underline the housing system in Jamaica, the significant shortfall between demand and supply is a fundamental problem of availability of appropriate solution at the right price based on the various segments of the market. The Commission recommends that the NHT avoid pursuing any element of the rental market modality presented herein for the following reasons. To the extent that a fundamental challenge in the market is the supply of housing solution, it is not clear that the introduction of a public rental market would significantly increase the supply. To the extent that, to the extent that the owner of the property would expect that on a long-term basis under a rental agreement, they would recover both the capital invested and generate a return on that capital, it is not clear that through the rental market, without extensive support from the NHT, there would be any incentive to price a solution below market and pass on any subsidy to the renter. 3, if the NHT opts to hold and rent the units either on a rent to own or other rental model, the literature and experience of other countries reviewed by the Commission suggests that there are a number of undesirable outcomes, including 1, in the public rental modality, there is a limited or no incentive for the renter to focus any great effort on maintenance of the underlying assets if they have no long-term stake in it. 2, the administrative burden of managing a significant non-commercial rental portfolio presents high risk. Under a rent-to-own model, to the extent that the cost of rectification of any modification to the house prior to transfer would rest with the NHT, this would present a significant contingent liability. So that's the end of it. Commissions that we pay millions of dollars to, who are active and have knowledge of the housing market, who also looked outside of Jamaica to see what other countries have tried to establish this model and have failed.
All right, sir.
Hold on. Let me finish.
This you can listen before you can jump
No,
on me.
no. Hold on, sir. Hold on, let me finish. And then you will get the floor. Hold on.
No, me don't want the floor. Tell me the source.
No, hold on, my brethren. Jesus. Yeah, interrupt me chain of thoughts, bro. Hold on, man. We have hired competent commissioners to look at the rationale of getting rent to own in Jamaica. When they looked at the model, they found undesirable outcomes. When they also compared the possibility, or other countries have tried to set up this modality and have failed miserably. As well-thinking people, we have to take lessons from the past and from our neighbors near and afar, that this model that Mark Golding and the PNP has come up with is ridiculous nonsense and will pose a significant risk to one of the largest providers of houses to the Jamaican people. I see bankruptcy.
All right.
In the future.
Please provide source so I can open my argument on a recent published article. Can type it in.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up. I'm not.
You're not.
You connect
See my
to
screen?
on a red.
Are you seeing my screen?
Put it on the big screen, Chuck. Put it on the big screen.
On the big screen. All right. I listened to your proposal, and on June 27, 2024, this article was published by Gleaner. It headlined Rent to Own, a concrete step to home ownership. JN, former NHT manager, urge revisit government proposal. I'm not going to read all the article, but I'm just going to read it. So just listen to the part.
Voice, that is an opinion.
Could I talk to this gentleman?
How can you
The same
put an
document is an
opinion?
opinion too.
But it is a feasibility study.
Because
so they,
it's a past member.
No, you can't say that. No, you can't say that.
No, that is an opinion.
The article is line.
That is an opinion.
So the Prime Minister's line here is a question. Oh, Vegas, look at this. It's not me. In 2022, this is my part of the contribution I've been on the panel. In 2022, Prime Minister Andrew Holness announced that a rent-to-own program would be coming easily demand for housing. But to the timeline was provided as initiative was first proposed by the opposition People's Party in its manifesto 2020. Both of them did it, but guess who wrote the article? This is the person who wrote the article. Errol Simmons, Assistant General Manager, Chief Developing Finance, Jane Group. He himself, my NHT manager, the same person. Look at it. Me now make up any story, me use facts. You have your facts, I have my facts. Both of them have it. And last year, the same person at NHT.
Read what it says.
For. Tell me the date.
Read. No.
Where you want me to read from? Here?
Oh, Finia, you mute me?
I did it in error. I thought my mic was open. Sorry.
Oh, no, because I never know if somebody wants to say something. No, read the document. Read the information.
Okay. This article was published on June 27, 2024, published by the Gleaner, Errol Simmons, manager at NHT.
And what that says up there.
Rent-to-own policy a concrete. It says, rent to own a concrete step to home ownership from NHT manager urges the revisit of government policy. Let us read it as he read.
Let me ask a question. This is the same person that was at NHT when the study was done?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, no.
And this is
He's a past
manager.
manager
Now calling.
Yeah, but you can't say that. You don't know that.
Calling
You can't say
for
that. You don't know.
government.
We're a part of the feasibility study.
All right, here we go to Vegas. When you control the panel and we use facts, you do that.
I know my panel, brother.
The gentleman.
Hold on, what I'm saying, you said he was there when the study was done. I said you can't say that because you don't know.
Exactly.
You can't do that.
Hold on, Vice Administrator.
Sir, read it. Hold on, sir.
Hold on,
my youth.
Hold on, Vice Administrator. No. Hold on. You said he was there when the study was done. And you can't prove that, sir. You would have to provide the evidence. A factual things you talk about yesterday, we don't have time to
provide the evidence. Let me provide the
evidence. You're
evidence.
saying that he was working there, provide me with it? Yes, provide me, and then we can
Let me do it. Sir.
Okay,
Just read the document. Please read the author and those contributors of NHT and look for Errol Simmons. He's in that same document.
The one that we read?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was asking him to tell me the source so I could bring it up on my computer.
My question is though.
So why his proposal was not considered?
Right.
Since he was a part of it.
Yeah, that may I ask you.
Why
Let me
his
some customer. Hang on a minute.
If he was there, Vice,
right?
why is it now that he's coming to say it is a concrete step? If it's is it
Vegas.
said that it was a concrete step or that was the headline from the Gleaner?
All right, Vegas. Talk to the gentleman a little bit. Let me take your two. Hey, can I help you?
When it's a concrete step, who said it was a concrete step? The farmer, NHT personnel or the
Yeah.
Gleaner?
Wait a sec. All right. These are the this was sent to Nigel Clark, Ambassador Nigel Clark, and these Doran Dixon, Dayan Edwards, Senator Kevin James, O'Neill Grant, Jeffrey Hall, Dr. Damian King, Martin Miller, Neil Miller, Rayan Parks, and Davian One. Those are the commissioners who were carried out.
Yes.
I know Dr. Damian King already.
All right.
Very popular guy.
So, sir, that's a reading. Winter your name?
Winner.
Winner. All right. And me and you are talking now?
Hold on, man, Vice. Hold on, man. Vice, hold on. Because you just said a while ago, the Errol Simmons was there. And what's his name? Winner. Just hold on, no, darling. Just answer the question, no, man. Remember, say you can work in an organization and a study is done, you know, you're not a part of it, you know. So you don't know the intricacies of it. Right? Am I right or am I wrong? Voice.
Some context. In a position. Said it in context and position.
Your phone a break up. Your phone a break up, me not hear you.
Let me you hearing me now?
Yes. You're still unread, but you probably go delay.
I said
So what I'm saying.
I said in context depends on the position of the person. Where he's in the institution to know what's going on. If he's a director, he must know.
But this person is a manager, he's a past manager. So he
served on the board. He used to serve the board too.
No, he was not on the panel at that time.
Pull up the information and so we say he used to serve on the board. Pull up the information, yeah. Pull up that,
Errol,
Listen, blessings, guys. You know me depend already the kids, but I have a command to say this. Stop allowing this man to twist the truth. We're not going to jump over the fact that he claimed that Errol Miller is a part of the commission that produced the report, that Errol Simmons that produced the report that Winner just read out. When Winner read out the name, he's not on it.
Those was the recipient, sir. The recipient.
Okay, so all right, those are the recipients.
Those are the commissioners. Those are the persons.
Those are the commissioners. All right. So all right. Let's validate the argument now. Let's validate the argument. 188 people. Look into Housing Trust to see when the policy was done. And this gentleman who was a part of Housing Trust at the time. And we're going to see the validation of what.
Errol Simmons.
Hold on. Before you get into Errol Simmons, their claim was he is one of the commissioners.
Sir,
Let's get the facts
now, man. Let's get the facts now.
Me go mute you because I not do this with you. Like me say, me have limited time. This is my argument to me. I put forth, you go listen to it and then you respond. You claim that Mr. Simmons was a part of the people who produced the report. That's what you said. That is what you said. Focus power, me I said to you. You claim that Errol Simmons was one of them. He is not. Now you're trying to push and make it okay that you lied just now, right? That Errol Simmons was working there. He was a managing director, so him affin no wagwan.
Stop talking.
You even try to put him on the board when he wasn't. You are trying so hard to make your argument
We're gonna look.
sensible, and you're trying to do so without facts. It better if you not unmute it because me gonna mute you. It better if you just listen. So we can move on. Just listen and not try unmute for disturb me because me gonna mute you. Me not play that with you. You claim that he's a part of that commission. Not. Then you try again to put him on the board. Denied again. Now your next move is to say, oh, he was working there at the time and giving his position, him have to know wagwan. It now go work. The truth is, the feasibility report was done after the recommendation was made by Mr. Holness to bring in this damn thing. He wanted to bring it in too. They tried repeatedly. Successive governments. This is not new. It's not an Andrew thing. It's not a Mark thing. And it is not unique to Bruce Golden's time. Relax and listen, man. You need to listen. This is something where them are looking to long time. And it's just not feasible. That is the end of the argument. It's not feasible. So when you come and try to push all these people and try to put them on board and put them yes and this and everywhere, it's not going to work. Even the article you put up, contradicts your position on the argument.
You finished?
Screenplay that you do a while ago, and so, read yourself, it contradicts your position on the argument. So just relax.
You finished?
Every time you try to push this man into a position that he does not, he's not into. 3 times you try to push him in a position that he's not into.
What is the date of the article you're reading, sir? I'm not talking to you, no, Travis. Go back to the man where did I read. Tell me the date of the article and give me the source.
2007. Hold on, let me bring up a thing for you. Give me a second.
Yeah, man, 2017.
Well, now, black, me I talk to the man who read that.
Mr. Earl Simmons, hold on. Mr. Earl Simmons left NHT in 2009, sir. His contract was not renewed.
All right.
We know we don't get to that. We were going to get to that.
We are talking. We
don't get to that. 4 things that no. 4 attempts that no. When you go
No.
When you go to 4 attempts that no. When you go
do that, bro.
Vegas. Could you?
No, man, you can't call him on the No, you can't call him on the bro.
Yeah, but each time the awesome.
No, brother. No man, not yo. I use it. Brother, listen up.
You owe the man an apology.
You owe the man an apology, man. Yeah,
the
man.
host also should tell him not to jump the ball because
no, you can't call him on the media, brother.
Vice, hold on.
I have balance.
Vice, hold on. Vice, when you came here. Hold on,
I can't put it up.
hold on, winner.
Put it up.
Vice,
we know you get cornered and you want to run away.
Let the gentleman jump on me and mute.
No, Vice is trying to escape. Vice, go if you want to go, brother, because we are doing our work.
Voice, when you came here, you asked for respect, right? And we say nobody non-disrespect.
So you see violate my freedom when me talk.
Then the regular thing me mute you.
Hold on now. Hear this. So me attack and you body. You finish, you laugh. Ha 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 ha. That's respectful.
I wasn't talking to you.
That's respectful.
Vice, reset.
You finish.
Reset. Just tell the man say. Just tell the man say that was out of line, and we'll move on. Let's go.
Even if it's out of line, the host somebody have to manage the platform properly.
Yeah, but
to speak, you have to allow.
But if I am talking, I make a mistake. I'm allowed
to Voice. Can both things be true?
The possibility lies where we can use the facts, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Voice. Listen up. But listen, can both things be true?
The possibility exists, and we're in a discussion. You don't block a person and land somebody if you jump on top of them and lie the argument.
Make it go. You get the gist, right?
I send anything to the groups.
Hold
Can
on,
somebody
hold
just
on,
display?
hold on,
Travis.
hold on there with
Travis,
it.
hold on.
So your
Travis,
excuse for
Travis, hold
being
on.
disrespectful.
I wasn't
Your-
talking to you.
Your excuse for being
Travis.
disrespectful. Your
Hold
excuse
on,
for being
please,
disrespectful.
guys.
Travis, hold on, Travis. Yeah, him now get through to nothing right now.
Travis,
Hold on.
hold on. We're not going there, guys.
Hold on. Boys and Nation. But you were
Sir, if you
disrespectful.
don't want to be
Hold on,
disrespectful,
hold on, man. Hold on, brethren. Hold on. You were very disrespectful to one of my team members just now.
and he was
You need to
disrespectful to
accept.
jump on top of me.
Sir, you use
No man, him just him just a mute and until they say you him just tell us him not allow you.
You call him a damn
No,
nigger.
listen up. Him must tell us him not allow you to spread the propaganda. That's not disrespect.
Exactly. And the man that jump on top of you, no man.
You need to apologize.
But voice. Yeah. At least you can man up, brother. Me think you're bigger than that, brother.
No.
That was
This is
uncalled
what I
for.
want, Vegas. Vegas, seriously. Get a moderator.
No.
No, man, but that was uncalled for
Are you going
still.
to apologize? Are you going to apologize, sir? Just
Well, anyway,
apologize.
sorry. That not take nothing out of me, bro. Sorry to jump.
Good. Perfect. As someone who say a decent youth, you know. Yo, give a round of applause, host.
No.
Give a round of
What I'm
applause.
gonna
What a
ask-
decent youth.
No, whose platform it is? Whose platform it is?
Chuck.
All right. Thank you to invite me to the platform. To continue, I would need somebody that is responsible to manage the dialogue between
Too emotional, man.
No, it is unfair that when I'm talking, everybody can jump down.
Lashika, display the image there. Display
No,
in
is that fair? No, it's Erosha in there laugh now. Erosha come to the program and me allow him to talk without interruption.
So him a laugh, him a interrupt.
No, if you're going to have me in the program, you
Travis,
need somebody to moderate.
Voice. Let's move on. Do you realize
we
now
can't move
that
on
you
without somebody
Can
that
you listen?
Say
Can you
something.
listen?
I haven't said anything on
No,
that.
Lashika go moderate it.
Voice of the PMP. Just a minute, voice of the PMP. Voice of the PMP. Can I say something? Travis came on and he was a little bit strong on his argument, right?
Okay.
All Travis was asking you to do was allow him to speak, but you keep on interrupting him and it's not nice. And
Did
so
I
he wanted to
finish?
get his point.
Yeah.
Hold
Did I
on.
finish my point?
Hold on. I never interrupt you, darling. I just want to say one thing. All Travis was asking you to do was allow him to talk. Now, I like this conversation and this debate that you guys are doing. I think it's good. But if you feel like you cannot stay over here, because I think it's very respectful, nobody disrespected you. Not even in the comment section, the Laborites are
All right.
disrespected
Who's
you.
going to be the moderator
And if
of
this
this
was
program?
a PMP live, it would have been something else. So please, don't do that.
Yeah, man. Who will manage the live Vegas in real?
No, Lashika. You're good, man. Lashika.
No. The guy up there saw him 100 come up on my live, and I treated him with respect and allowed him to talk with fear.
Yeah, man. No, but when somebody call if somebody call you either file them off, man.
All right, let's move beyond that now, Vegas. Fear is fear. Who
All
will
right.
manage
So
it?
question. Me a moderator. So question, me G.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
do you accept that the man where you say was a commissioner when the report was when the feasibility report was done? Do you accept that he was not even there?
All right. What year he said it was? Because it was too much talk.
2009, they say. 2009, you say left, right, winner?
His contract was
Winner.
renewed. His contract was not renewed.
2009.
All right.
2009, they saying left, brother.
Who am I talking to?
Everybody attacking, acquire. 2009, they say in contract was not renewed.
All right.
And this was a 2017 report.
All right. I can admit a mistake here. I was
All right,
trying to
good.
land that argument, Vegas, and let me land that my
All right,
argument.
let's get back to the crux of the matter then.
All right,
The
let's
crux
get
of the
back to
matter
the-
is, what
on,
are the
Vegas.
pros and cons
Hear
about
it.
this?
What on Vegas?
we not the article.
I
we
need
not.
to land my argument, you know.
I sent a new document. I sent a picture. Could you just put it up for me, please? Fast, before we continue this. So we can have a discussion around.
I bet we may be able to find something where the man himself against the same policy.
No,
I'm
don't
not
hold on,
listening.
man. No, man.
Hold on,
Just
man.
hold on. Just want to
Vegas.
put up it for me fast. Don't put up
Come
it.
on, where get the document? Where get the document?
Breaking news.
What's the
Breaking news.
document, sir?
Breaking news. Watch a breaking news, Miji. Breaking news.
Put up the document, breaking news.
Watch your PMP grab him. Remember me tell us, you think PMP easy. I grab him and push him over Glean and make report. You think I idiot? Winner, me know you find Sydney, you know. Go ahead, winner. Me know you find Sydney, man. Hey, no things are back in my. You know PMP thinks a winner.
What are you trying to
PMP
imply now? What
You
are
know
you
PMP
trying?
thinks a people. You
Don't
know
blame
PMP
What
thinks
are you
a.
trying to imply?
PM, no, vice. Vice, you see, you and you, Richards, them and Alvaro, all I wanna things say with the in our grandparents' era, where we can just set things and not get fact check, bro. Let me tell you something. When you no company platform, brother, we not get fact check, bro.
All right.
Straight fact check.
Cool, Vegas. It is the same court. Rule against the Prime Minister business partner for conflict of
We
interest.
not move it. We not move it. We not move it. We are going to say. We are going to say. We not move it. We will get there. We will get there.
Business partner.
Let us do NHT.
No.
Let's do
Just
NHT.
bring up something. So if you're going to score
Let's
me,
do NHT. Let's do NHT,
all
bro.
right. So
Let's
you
do
are
NHT.
scoring me on one, so I can't score you on another.
Let's do NHT, bro. Let's do NHT.
No.
Go ahead, winner. Go ahead, winner.
A phone platform.
Bro, can sit back and learn something, bro. For once, learn something.
No, I don't to read.
Report.
You read it.
When
No,
are you
read
reading
your
the report?
Read your document.
All right. This is my document now.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right.
Let us make him get him rebuttal now, please. Thanks.
Good. My argument earlier was a former member of the National Housing Trust was calling for the proposal to be revisited. The essence of my argument is the feasibility study was done. Yes, I accept it. I recognize it. A former member in less than a year ago is asking for, 11 months ago, yes, is asking for it to be revisited.
No, you say concrete step.
The headline, former NHT manager urges revisit of government proposal policy.
No, I will say a concrete step. Who say a concrete step? The Gleaner himself.
So Vegas, can I ask you one question?
Yeah, Trevor.
What was the government proposal that he asked for them to revisit?
The rental one.
I'm reading, sorry. Vegas, this is me now. That's the article. And let me just land my argument and we can take the floor.
Yeah, read it, bro. Read it.
Okay. The rent to own policy. A concrete step to home ownership, JN. Former NHT manager urged
Whose words
revisit
Who's a concrete step?
It's just a Gleaner headline. Just a Gleaner
Okay.
headline.
I thought that was him, so all right, cool.
And there it is. And that was published there. What I was
look at the article, please. More see the article.
Guys,
Yeah,
please,
bring it on the screen. We can read it together, bro.
Mr. Vegas and Mr. Chami, do not interrupt him. I beg you. We don't want this to be drawn out. We want him to read, to analyze, just like when he see him eventually allowed me to read. I want you all to just allow, because we're going to interrupt him and then we'll break and then we'll start over again and we'll just depend on the word.
Let's go, voice.
All right, go ahead, my brother. We're going to trust him to read it right. All right, go ahead.
Errol Simmers, Assistant General Manager and Chief Development Financing Officer at the JN Group. Errol Samuel, Assistant General Manager, right, at JN. Good, they read that 2 times. Amid increasing real estate prices, inflation, and uptick in mortgage rates, Errol Simmons, Assistant General Manager and Chief Officer at JN Group, has called for the government to revisit implementing a rent-to-own policy to improve the prospect of home ownership for more citizens. Some made while responding to questions to the panel discussion will creation at the 10th Biennial Jamaica Diaspora Conference, Montego Bay Center. I'm just going to stop right here to land my argument and leave the floor to you. In 2022, Prime Minister announced that a rent-own program would be coming to ease the demand for housing, but no timeline was provided. A similar initiative was also proposed by the opposition People's National Party in the manifesto for the year 2020 general election. All right, people. I want to start reading, and this is my first argument. The feasibility study that you have gone through, a past member of just a month.
Vice, go back on the roof now. Your Wi-Fi, chip out.
Oh, let me see.
The Wi-Fi now work. We see when you see it in red in the corner, so it means you're out of range.
I'm gonna pay attention. You hear me now?
Yeah, we hear now. Yeah.
You hear me now? Good.
Yeah.
My landing point is with a past employee of National Housing Trust that serves in management, recently called for such proposal that is known to the opposition and the current government. That feasibility study have indicated that it wouldn't be wise to go in that direction. My argument is, I do not know Mark Golding's position and which step he will take on this old proposal because it's not new. He may have a more creative and a better way to go around it because it's different times now. So when the question was asked, I said I like the idea. This feasibility study is not Mark Golding's proposal. I don't know what it is.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm going to concede on the basis that you're going to use this old feasibility to land your argument, and I will be more than happy to party.
Let me ask you a question though. You just say you don't know what Mark Golding's rent to own entails, right?
Good.
That's the answer, right?
Now we have an argument, yes.
So you basically buy pussy in a bag?
You have a deadline to provide the information, sir.
No. You did not say when you get the information you will support. No, stop that one.
Sir, Vegas. All right.
It was a comedy hour, but to stop.
Mr. Vegas, if I may speak directly to you, sir. If
this is how you want to have the discussion in Vegas, because I don't talk to you like that. In due respect,
no. You're right. I apologize.
All right, you see the disrespect for me to talk about.
You know what, bro? I apologize, but we find it.
Yeah, but you can't find something that I said funny and still respect the context.
No. You're right. And I apologize. So, all right, let me ask it in a serious way.
Oh man.
So if you listen, don't be so strong.
No man, me not disrespect nobody when they come up.
No man, no disrespect, man. Stop be so strong with us and break the ice, man. Just cool, man. So what may I say? That was our reason we want to pay a platform too. So what may I say to you is, Zane, if you are said you find this program attractive to the point where you out your bat for Mark Golding, but still you are saying you don't know what it entails and you wait for hear what it entails. So why you support him before you know what is in there?
Okay, because my personal mandate to cast a vote will depend on other things outside of one thing. He's just suggesting that he will do a rent to own.
But you know, listen to me saying, bro, you know, listen to me saying.
I heard you.
We asked you earlier on why I think the Mark said why you support Mark Gold and whatever the situation is. You say you give two reasons why.
They asked
two
for
the
two
reasons that.
No, they asked
for two. So if somebody asks for two reasons why I support Andrew Wellness, I go for two strong points to me not skip out.
That's what you like,
so
right?
No, but listen to me say no. But the fact that you are put forward, I nearly 2 hours we are talking about this, and then we boil them to the end. Listen, at the end right now, when everything boils down, here we tell you now, say, you have to go wait and see what it entails. That's disappointing, bro. Furthermore, you should have you where I say you don't know. for you to be running around the internet
Nobody knows
and
what
propagate
that
the
is.
information. Yeah. Listen, me I say, no, thank you. You see you?
We were
You're
just
one of the-
figuring
Let me
it
tell you
out.
something. Hold on. I'm going to talk some truth that's about you. Come here, study you, you know. See it? Come here, you to study people, you know. Right? Not just for the academia, but just know people and study people. You see you, brother? You try break. You come like an artist where you try boss. Zane? And you decide, say, you know what you're going to do? You're going to black all your eye them like alkaline, just to get the attention. You're going to bore all your ears and your tongue and your nose and be a thing just to get the attention, brother. Like some
He's
form
saying
of
boring
history.
tongue for true.
Listen up.
Yeah, guys, they're wrong. You know what I'm telling you?
When you
Wrong.
build the man,
Let me
build
tell you
the
wrong.
man. Hold on, brother.
No,
Hold
but
on.
you're wrong,
Come
man.
things.
Yeah, yeah,
Hold on, bro.
you're wrong.
No. Correct
Vice
me
of
after.
Vice, let the
Correct me
man
after,
finish.
please. Correct me after.
Vice,
But when I say it's not a disrespect, you know. When I say to you, bro. When I say, no, it's not a disrespect to you, know. But me I tell you we're wrong. What me say wrong. You can't tell me. You can't. But me know you go dream on it and think about it. You see you can be a very intelligent youth, you know. But you say if you all my pitney. Me just hold a belt and give you 8 across your back. Just I say, go up in the yard and just give you 8 in your back. Because you were supposed to be very, come here, your reasoning, you know, youth. A fool, you out there farm fool for catch wise, you know. Me say, you say if you have my pitney, I hate the belt to get across your back, man.
Hold on, no, Vegas.
Listen to me, I say, let me finish. For down the road, I play with you, Richards, them, Alvaro, them, and them, I play, and you know, say, where them, I say, that make no sense, you know. And you know, you know, what you see, I do? I play a fool for catch wise. You youth. You need to, me not say if you support Jamaica Labour Party, you know. Me not say if you support Jamaica Labour Party, but say if you go support PNP, brother. Stop the foolishness, brother.
Stand for something.
Stop the foolishness, brother, man. Because you are Alvaro, brother. More only two, brother. Let me don't talk, bro. Because I'm a big man for you, bro. Bro, you see you are Alvaro.
Cool,
more
Vegas.
only
Respond to
two,
you.
something. Me say, listen me don't want to respond because I come off now.
I never
Me
respond.
want only 2 hours and go to some slap cross in the back with a broad belt, you see. Because I see 2 hours, you see Alvaro. Well, listen, you see Alvaro, me see man going on, the man dig on the man, find the information. When the man find the information, you know, before him just say, you know what? I the real, on skip run, that run. You have for 2 hours. I say you support Mark Golding because his plan is so magnificent. And this plan is the plan of the century. And when we reach down to the nitty-gritty, you know where you look for me, I tell you, say, him not tell you yet what him going to do, but you still are supporting. You want some belt cross your back, brother. You want some belt cross your back.
So let me ask you a
that
question.
Me I tell you, look more people. Me no want to ask me nothing, brother. I just want you to take what me I say, brother. You can be something special, bro. Bro, stop. Listen to me I say, bro. Listen to me I say. Yeah, remember, you are some singer, you see. You are some singer.
Vegas,
Right?
you just need that.
You have some singer, brother. You have some singer, bro. You have some singer. When they have a beautiful voice, you know. I'm watch them over the years, you know, bro. I watch them over the years, and I said, the brother they can't sing, or the woman they can't sing, you know. I'm not calling name, you know. But them over sing, brother. Them just over sing and go on like, and just go on like, and it just annoy me, bro. I said, them just circle down and sing their boss, you know. I see it all the time, and them just go on, them just muddy late, and I say, watch out, you need that there. Yes, I say, bro, you know, have to try go so hard to prove nothing to nobody, bro. Just use your intelligence, bro, and take the place, bro. Because you will go on.
Listen,
You
you're going. You can't do that.
You're not going to ever learn. You're not going to ever learn because you don't listen, bro. Bro, me I talk to you like a father, brother. Because me check your age. Me I chat to you like a father, brother. Listen to me, I say, bro. You know, have to try. Listen, bro. You know, have to just listen, brother. Just listen for 1 second. You know, have to try so hard, bro. Find valid information, bro. Present your argument, bro. And not even you can hold the best of conversation. We're not telling you to be no labor, right, bro? But be a PM, if I be a PMP, my youth, at least make we can come and listen to you and say, yo, that youth that make sense, you know. Top one can eat that, brother. You know, say you're going to eat that and you still do it, bro. Top one, sir, bro.
Mr. Vegas.
Top we are do, bro.
Mr. Vegas. One stop there. One comment. Mr. Vegas.
More than one somebody. More than one somebody attack.
Damon Crawford went down the road. He's going down. Dr. Andre Harton had trod the road that he's treading.
Bro. Well, Vice. So I'm going to make a tap, man. Why make a tap? Because this is very important for you as a brother.
Andrew, can you mute your mic, please? Andrew, mute your mic and wait your turn.
Mute your mic, Andrew, 1 second.
Fair.
Vice. This is what we are do, brother. Yeah, you know we are do a roast, we are roast you, bro. Yeah, man, we are roast you. And if you want to jump off, you can jump off. But we are going to tell you the truth as a brother. You know why, Travi? Brother, you say Travi?
All right.
You say Travi, bro? Yes, bro, listen, bro, listen. You swim me up on the internet and I say Travi attack. You know, say my next phone me get, bro. When me hear Travi attack me, I say, that man is so smart. Bro, I start draw closer to Travi, you know. Everywhere, me make sure say, everywhere Travi the panel live, you want to see me over there, listen and get information and boom. You say, anyway, me say winner, me come so boom and me say, yeah, what we have today? Boom, as brother, you have to open up your mind, bro, to learn new things. Stop run, brother, every platform me see up and brother, here, you know. I want to know, like I try to talk like Michael Mandy. Come on, bro. Bro, calm down, bro. Stop be like, bro, you see Damon Crawford? I'm a general. I say Damon Crawford from what they bridge. Make the man them just have him. I say politics, you know, just because I play politics, bro, it can somehow take away from the Damon where we know and look up to. You see Damon we look up to, brother. The Damon we learn from, bro. We see your politics, we see how the man them use the politics and destroy the man, bro. Yesterday man in parliament a cheer for something. But you look, you see the man out the door, contest it and you say, yo. I show the man under the bus again, you know. Show him under the bus again, bro. Bro, stop. That's something there, bro. Right, just be normal, bro. You know, if you put on nothing, bro. Yeah, it's like you talk, no? You talk nice. You talk nice. All right, Vegas. I do that. Yeah, and fundamentally speaking, and like I just saw you want to sound, bro.
Vegas. Hold on, no, Vegas. Hold on. Y'all going now. I only one thing I have to say to you. As a citizen of Jamaica, I have a right to ask and hold anybody that wants to lead me accountable.
Nobody now argue that, but we are saying when you run on the internet, brother, let me tell you what you are doing. No, let me tell you the wrong thing again. You're gone again. Listen what you do. You see when we are reason. No, listen, bro. Listen, no, why you been a part of it, bro. Listen what me I say. You see when we are reason, bro. Listen what me I say. We don't want you come back home. You see what our reason is. You see when you say something. And you see A, and we not read one article and say no, and not A, a B. Like case in point. Zin, we have to go around in a circle for you accept say somewhere
no, you never
getting thing renewed.
You
see?
have people on the
platform. Listen, bro. Can I finish?
They not accept facts.
Right, then again, bro, we give you a 2017 report where them say, yo, this is not feasible. Remember, say, me make sure ask the say, yo, that you know, saying bright. Me say, what feasibility means? So I know say, I know somebody tell you and you used to know, and you break it down to me. That means you're cognizant of what you attack, say, brother. You see, from me ask that, brother, I me say, you not even know, say, I check your level of intelligence, you know, bro. You have to stop it, bro. You want some bell cross your back. That's you want.
If you got beat Andrew Holness.
This Andrew over here, no, sir. Hello, Mr. Voice of the Nation. You're not going to diss the Honorable Prime Minister over here.
No, not turn the call. Don't turn the call.
1 and 2, we are going through this now. Mr. Vegas, you see what you were saying just now? You mentioned the fact that he is cognizant of what is going on. Right?
Yes.
And I want to show you how much of a fool the man make out of himself. I sat here in the comments and listened to him make 3 attempts to put this gentleman into a position that he is nowhere near. When he see that it now, he say, oh, he's a managing director, so he must know what go on that company, man. He try to put him on the board, he try to put him everywhere. And guess what is the truth? The man left the post. The man was not renewed. The post left him. Fired basically. Threw him out on the neck from 2009. Go calculate how much years that. Him have to bring him come all the way at 2025. I try to put him on board and put him in management and put him in so many places.
Bro, the brother the Vice and the next one is Alvaro. Me never see such waste of any ounce of sense. Like me want only 2 of them and just give them some bell cross them back. Yo, me see Alvaro, you know. Me see man come on platform, you know, and the man cut off a speech where Andrew Holness are making, you know, in a mid-ear, you know, cut off his speech, you know. And then infra, where Prime Minister said, I said to him, man, so where next part of his speech, if he said the Prime Minister did say that. He said, man, send it to me. I know he can't send it to me. See?
But Mr. Vegas, he did the same thing just now. When he more get into the report, a part of the article where I read that does not support his narrative. He say more cut, right?
Stop. You know, let me skip part of this. All right.
I'm going to put in his own argument now. And
Thank
even
you.
his own argument not ready yet.
Listen, Chuck.
Argument not ready yet.
Chuck.
You
Chuck,
may I jump
listen
off.
to me,
Him
Chuck.
not take no telling.
No, you can't do that.
No, because
Yeah,
me
hey,
try
brother,
brother, you see, me
hold
that,
on there.
you know,
Hold
I
on
respect
there,
you more,
Vegas.
me that respect you if you don't say, you know what, Biggie?
Vegi, hold on. Vegi, hold on. Voice.
Yes.
You know, you have double standards, and you when you're not getting your way, you tend to be. Please allow me to speak, brother. Who take him down? When you came on the platform and you say I need to be able to speak and I don't want anybody to speak over me, and Mr. Vegas have been trying to speak for the longest while and you're trying to cut him off. You came up back on the platform a while ago and there was a whole conversation, right, going on, and you come and you chuck. Bro, you cannot be asking for something, and when it is given to you and when you're not in the winning seat or the driving seat, then you have a problem with it. And anyway, me de had this Andrew, me now go dead it. Me and you now go they same place.
Hear this. Him a quarrel for respect, and at the same time, you attack and disrespect the Prime Minister without merit. Because me a scroll up on TikTok and hear him live and hear him argument. The Prime Minister has something that seems to be a blemish to his character. There's something that seems to him cannot confidently and truthfully conclude that the Prime Minister has done something. He say, it seems there are questions to your character. You're attacking the man without merit. Because I know that you know what seems mean. I know that you know what questions to your character mean. Yeah? And if you say, oh, there's question to his integrity and it seems that there's a blemish on his integrity, that means you know, you are cognizant of the fact that guess what? What they're pushing is not concrete and is subjected to questioning, and you cannot treat it as if it is a fact. But yet you push forward for trying to do this. You quarrel so you want respect, but you come out and disrespect other people. It don't make no sense.
I want to know, Travis. I want to know is a youth where is a youth. One second, let me just land. Is a virgin where you can't see saying there's a level of zealous there where him just want get to that something there. But bro, trust me, bro, if you never trust nobody for nothing yet, bro, do not build up yourself on lies and misinformation, bro. One day it's gonna get tiring as I come back and no, listen, bro. Just listen, bro. You know, bro. Listen,
yeah, man.
One day you might see me, bro. But the silent and listen, bro. You see what I do, bro? Me see I try build, bro. Me see I try build a platform, bro. Me see I try turn into somebody. Just listen, man. Me see I try turn into somebody of some substance, somebody significant, all of them things. Every you can do.
No, Vegas, you don't know me if you said nothing like that.
Listen, me I say no,
bro, you wouldn't know what you say, man. You don't
bro, no man sits on it, bro. Me aspire to be something to, bro.
Well, you don't know me. You have to go speak to someone.
You don't aspire to be nothing.
No, me?
Yeah.
I am who I am already.
All right, look on. No say all right.
Cool. Travis, I want to talk to you one-on-one. Let me make it clear to you, Travis. I open your mic now, Travis. Come on, talk to you. I'm your oration and couple of that used to have this. So let me have to just break the ice on this. Let me say it clear. I personally do not have anything against Andrew Holness. My position is my leader.
If you don't have anything against him, why can't you speak the truth where he is concerned? It's that simple.
Answer that. A leader, let me answer you now. A leader for me should never be questioned when it comes on to corruption. Never. And that's my standard. You can comment on that.
All right. Good thing. A leader should never be questioned on corruption. Well, here the corruption where Mark Golden is involved in, and this is not question. This is factual report.
No.
The alternative is Mark Golding and him ya push of him agenda ya show. No, sir. Be quiet. You say my time for talk. Me now compete with you when you tell me say my time for talk. Me now compete with you. No, sir. So you're gonna sit down quietly and hear me out. Good. Now, the contractor general report has already came forward and has ruled Mark Golding unfit to run this country. Why is that? Through his political connections and being an advisor to the former finance minister, he has enriched himself from the public purse. There's no question to that. Tell him to come and can me go a court and sue me for it.
Hey, Jermaine.
No question to that. Facts.
Keep talking, chap. Hello?
No question to that. So when you come and talk about, a leader should not be questioned integrity. It is absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. You know why? Nobody is above being questioned. Questions have to ask of every one of us. So you want to tell us, say, we must just put Andrew into office and ask no question?
All right, good point.
Sit down. No, sit down. When I give you the floor, you go ahead.
No, Chavi, you can't do
When
that.
I give you the floor, you go ahead. You can't jump in at my point at halfway. Because I see at this point you want. I mean, if you finish make your point, you can't jump in. So relax and wait till me give you the floor. Right? So we now go clean this hole without any question being asked of him. As a matter of fact, let me make it clear. I am not against investigating him, question him, any of that. You know what I'm against? Is when the question is asked and the 36 million is spent to investigate him for over 6 months and nothing is found. You still try to impugn the person's character. That is not fair. That is not fair. That is not integrity on the investigator's behalf. That's no integrity on the Integrity Commission's behalf. 36 million Jamaican dollars spent to investigate him. And the investigator ruled there's nothing untoward about this man. It is in the Integrity Commission report that they themselves presented. So don't even dare to question me on that. Because me not give you my own words or my own thing.
We would be accusing Vice of the Nation of reading such report. But Vice of the Nation say his problem with Andrew is that he's being questioned. The Vice of the Nation, if I question your credibility right now and accuse you of being a criminal, does that makes you guilty of something just because I question you?
Hold on, Chuck. May I come to you? Chavi, I like the fact how you bring up Mark Golding and his history. Good point. I score here. Mr. Olness, as the leader of the party, and I will make sure when I identify 9 points. One, George, right? All right, Chuck, just hold it. I didn't like the fact that go back in the parliament. One, I didn't like Fibert go back in the parliament. Two, and I did not like Rural Reader.
Hey, you break up. Right, say what way I say. So stop and wheel and come again, because you break up. If you notice on the screen, your bars concerning your connectivity is very low.
Okay, you hear me now? All right, you hear me now? You hear me now?
Go.
Yes. I do not like what went down with Rural Read with the Ministry of Education. I do not like
what went down.
Let me just identify. Hold on now.
Be clear. Specific and clear.
Just wait the man. And I do not like the fact that Mr. Onless take the integration to court to have them with less power. Investigative wise. So
box we add him back. You know, say non change. He will come back with the same lies and innuendos. You know, say
Where
that
in that this line
this
now,
man
tell me where the
Let me
line
ask.
is.
this
I want to
man
ask
have
you. Give me a second, guys. I've
this
been
man
waiting.
have
I've
no
been,
decency. I don't know why we expect decency and honesty from him. Why we keep
guys, I've been
consistent
waiting.
Which line me tell?
fairness from this man?
Tell
I've
me
been
We are
tell
waiting.
me
gonna
the line.
rectify. We are gonna trash it out tonight, and
Give me a
if we hear, we're not gonna hear it again from him
Give me
because
a
we
second.
don't know
Don't
how.
trash it out, man. Me and Chavi
Give me a
know.
second.
Chavi, which line me
No,
tell?
no, no,
Hold
no,
on,
no, no.
no.
Hold
Connect
on,
the
guys.
man.
Guys, you want to run the show, man? Hold on, man.
No, Chavi,
Hold
Give
on.
winner,
talk to me.
excuse me, give
Wait,
winner a chance, please.
wait,
It's not
wait.
your,
He
it is not your
spoke.
platform, like you said. Go ahead,
He
winner.
spoke about George Wright and George Wright re-entering the parliament. They tried to put something on George Wright in a blurry video, right?
Hold on,
And say it is him.
hold on. Winner,
He
winner,
stepped
wait.
away.
Winner, bro, wait. Let me just correct something. You say re-enter. George Wright never left the parliament. He's an elected official, and he has remained an elected official from the last election to this point. He never left the parliament. So let's get that clear. Go ahead, Winner, make your point.
If there are members on the PNP side that have been charged for beating their wives, there are members on the PNP who have been charged for assault. There are members on the PNP whose child was raped and they refused to give a statement to the police officers. Mr. Voice, are you aware of any of those cases? Do you think those persons deserve the right to sit in our parliament?
Fix Jackson beating son and breaking and beat him and breaking and.
Me not even call no name for none of them. I'm asking if he's aware of any of these cases.
What we are talking about now, sir? Yeah, ask me some questions. Let me
You
answer.
spoke about the fact that George Wright should not have gone back to the Jamaica Labour Party, and you're supporting a PMP that has persons who have beat their wife, broke their kids' hands,
Conviction.
right?
Double
Assault,
conviction and drug trafficking.
double conviction for drug trafficking, right? And we can go on and on. What is so special about George Wright that you're asphyxiated or affixed to him that he should not return to the Jamaica Labour Party when you have so much more greater destructive type of cases on the PNP? Talk to me. Boys, me understand your position. We are dealing with George Wright matter right now. Talk to me.
All right. Well, let's again. Fact that we want a new Jamaica and start over and rewrite history, I want all our leaders to lead by example. Anybody in the society, in any capacity, especially official in the public body, at no time I would want my leader, regardless of the outcome, to make them represent the country. And that's my personal opinion.
Golden has appointed Isaac Buchanan, putting him for giving him the opportunity to come and represent this country. How do you view Golden at that point? How do you view Golden at that point?
All right, let me answer you now.
But hold on, Voice. But if you have a problem, if that those are your issues with the Jamaican Labour Party, right? But it's right. Right, it is right on the PNP side. So how is it you're going to go to the
No,
PNP?
no. Let me answer you now, man, because we never
Well,
get a chance.
You never mentioned the bedroom. You never mentioned about that.
So,
Right,
one question
you are in, and
let me mute
Churchill
my mic
mentioned. See, Churchill mentioned say, somebody in a extra. Probably wouldn't say marital because he's not married to the girl, but somebody in a relationship, and cause the next person to die. So, like, me not see the morals. That's the way I support.
All right, let me answer you. You want me to answer? And Javi's question first about the gentleman that service time. Which one of them will answer? Because quite a number.
No, but I did not mention it before, Bridget. I did not mention it before. You're a hypocrite. You're a damn hypocrite.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Isaac served double convictions for the smuggling and trafficking of cocaine.
Right.
George Wright never been to prison or
Never
charged.
charged nothing.
Never been to prison, never been charged. Talk to me now, my girl. Talk to me, I understand. Because I try to understand, you know.
All right, I'm gonna make you answer. You know me at the office. Keep talking. Hello.
Winner. The man 2 foot 9 mouth already, you know. Because if you come here and talk about George Wright and come here and talk about allegation where PNP cook up with integrity corruption, and no mention Isaac Buchanan, double convicted criminal who got prison where PNP take put now so. I know mention Michael Philly to charge and got court. I know in done his foot is already in his mouth. He can't carry it again. He cannot carry it again. The man PNP.
Natalie Garvey.
When you're ready for me, how much can you know one time, man? One at a time.
Ready.
Go back to the gentleman.
From here alone, you take put up on no JLP platform if you can spread your PNP lies and propaganda. That kick you off long time. And I'm not like that. I'm telling you that. I'm not like that.
All right, sir. You have a right to your own opinion. Why you were saying 18 only? In mute? All right, let's go to Travi. Travi, you're saying about Issa Buchanan. That's what you're saying?
So you act them now.
Sir, I'm in the office. I may just come off of the phone and I must can't come back to you.
You can't retain information all of a sudden. But let me go again. You jumped up to say you're not pleased with George Wright re-entering the parliament. And I stated that he never left. He never left. He remained an elected official from the last election up until this very moment.
Yes, as an independent. Okay,
right?
Let me answer you now.
So hold on. Let me finish. So your gross was that he was the party has accepted him and put him on their ticket to run again, right? That's your problem. You have a problem with George Wright. What is your problem with George Wright? Because all is there is allegation, but what is a fact is that Mark Golding put Isaac Buchanan, who is known for double conviction on drug trafficking.
Jail time and got prison.
This CMPMP party had caused a managerial official to lose their job in a government entity because she also had a conviction of the past. One that was very older, much older than the one that Isaac Buchanan has.
20 years old.
So, when you come with your hypocrisy, just know you are talking to
Paul Louise is in the parliament and she was dismissed from the Petrogram. Paul Louise is against her in the parliament and as a result she was dismissed. And yet the PNP.
Are you ready for me to answer you?
Take a man who got prison 2 times and put him in one seat front because on parliamentarian. Are you coming with the rubbish?
Let me answer you if you're ready. I'm saying to you clearly, my position on giving my vote to the opposition is based on the fact that I did not like how the party operates at the management level. George Wright and all the issues also reflected on the opposition side too. At no point I did say the PNP doesn't have their skeleton in their closet, especially the gentleman from Portland with his conviction. He did his time and he's going to serve. George Wright do his and he's going to serve. No, for me, let me finish the man.
No, man, George Wright don't do his time.
No, you have 2 things we're wrong about, we have to clear. George Wright not do no time, and the gentleman is not from Portland. Continue.
Somebody unmute him. You probably muted.
We do fact checking over here. Fact check.
Okay.
We don't
George
just
Wright
one
did
of
a
them.
woman and turned on married to the woman and he was an
Where's the evidence?
Hello.
Where's the evidence?
Hello, to do these things.
So why did he apologize and come on national TV with a pastor and say make amends? He did that, you know.
You get in trouble, man.
No, but he did that.
Sir. The burden.
So hold on. George Wright never apologized.
Hold on. The burden.
What you apologize for? What you apologize for?
Hold on. The burden of proof.
What do you apologize for, sir?
No, give me a second.
Okay.
Burden of proof is on the side of the accuser. You will have to prove to the law. If Judge Wright listen to this live tonight and catch your voice and say he did that. You would have to prove to the law.
But
without a
I
reason
saw him
of a
on
doubt.
television apologize.
Hold on, Bridget. Hold on. Without the reason of a doubt. That he committed that action. Yeah.
So, all right, let me ask you a question. Why did he step down from the Labour Party and become an independent? Why did he do that?
He was asked to because of politics.
On what grounds the leader of the party asked him to step down and be an independent?
Because of
the allegations and the JLP class.
And then when he said he married to the woman and he make amends with a pastor in front of TVJ and CVM, why that?
What was the apology? What was the apology?
Oh, okay.
What was the apology?
So, let me tell my position why I decided to give the vote to the PNP. This anything will good for the ghost and good for the gander.
Hey, I didn't see
Because the Jamaican Labour Party has within its capacity same people also as the PNP.
So you're basically moving away from the, you are.
Can I ask questions, guys?
No, politics. Give me a second. I have analyzed you, and I realized what your problem is. You were rejected by either a member of parliament or some high-ranking member of the Jamaica Labour Party.
In my belly, Labour Party.
Hold on, I can't continue that, man. Because you felt so hurt, so stained by what happened to you.
No, sir, we're not
on a part. No. You are on a part of vengeance.
Stevens 2.0 winner.
You are on a sir. Be honest with yourself, man.
No, man. What would the party do to me?
One second.
No, man. You paint a picture.
If you are
we're not going to get honest if I know PNP.
Hold on. If you are able to observe lies, misinformation, and the insult of your intelligence by the PNP and Mark Gould, it must be that something is greater to the point that you are allowing yourself to
like when two people break up, and
your vindictive manner. That's
when I just come, it's come like when two people break up and even the person go on the corner and hear them and say something bad about the other person and them just say, yeah man, real thing man, and them know say nothing goes on.
Campaign.
So you just campaign?
I wish the PNP all the best in the general election upon good governance.
But hold on. The reason I'm come
let me ask you a question,
Guys, you notice you can have a conversation.
Let me ask you a question, voice. Let me ask you a question, voice. If you hear say one person was accused of taking taxpayers' money, and you have evidence of the other one taking taxpayers' money, which one would you give your vote to?
Very good question. Let me answer you. Oh, if I'm a yellow and attack, nobody not gonna jump in.
Me say too emotional, man.
Don't be say. Anyway, I like you, You're a nice girl. Anyway.
My plan with him answer. Oh, I'm go wiggle now. Oh, I'm go turn now.
Connecting that, you have a problem, You have a problem, You're too much of a lady, right? You have a problem.
All right, answer a question.
Wiggling.
Answer my question.
Yes. Given the fact that Jamaica only have two political parties and the opposition is the only vital one, there's a third one. I am waiting for him to direct answer to you.
Man, have turn Martin Luther to give an answer. That's something I'm not understanding.
I only choose one that is viable to form
government. Fundamentally speaking.
Michael Mandy.
Vegas. Only two parties in the country.
Michael Mandy.
Choose one.
With the best of my understanding.
All right. Vegas,
no, voice, no.
I no. You're a nice girl, you keep panel up here,
We're going to
I want to get back to a quick point. Let me get back to a quick point.
He's a con man.
We're going to stick. Make it answer a question, please. Make it answer a question. Because it is important.
I know the most controversial person on the platform.
Bro, after answer Lashika question, more ask your question too. So go ahead.
Yes. So who you say you go vote for one where you know is a thief taxpayers' money or the one where accused of thieving taxpayers' money?
Me wrong, Have me wrong. I said I am 5%.
Answer the question. Answer the question.
Mr. Connecting that
No,
my
no,
mind
no,
is
no,
this
no,
man.
no, we can. I saw him preface in question. Let him.
Jesus Christ.
Him answer them. I saw him preface them. Love him.
I said earlier, I am only 5% leaning towards the PNP because I'm waiting for the manifesto, and that's how I choose to vote.
What is vehement fighting? Day after day.
Of course, because
Fight the fight. Of
Yo,
course.
listen to me, labor rights. Listen to me, labor rights. If we labor rights, if we ever underestimate on the power, it is tonight gonna find it. And understand this man just tell we and the world and 180 something people that
every
he's
day
only
we talk.
5% leaning towards the PNP.
No. 55%. 5%
55?
over. Yes.
5% least difference.
No.
No 5% difference.
5% is the majority rule, you know.
But so voice, what you try to tell me now? Say
I'm waiting.
other things take precedence over taxpayers' money. So that means a man can come thief the money or thief your money.
Not necessarily, no.
It's a curveball. It's true when we need to run it down, you know. Go back to your question, Lashika.
They ask him.
Vegas.
A man can.
Why are you doing that?
A man can
She asked you a
thief for
question.
money.
Answer a question.
And you vote for him.
If you're talking about
And that's what you tell me?
not necessarily,
No man, a yes or no question that one, yeah. You don't need
If a
to
man
make
can
no
thief and we vote for him,
thief with taxpayers' money, yeah man.
you know that question would have take a little bit more than a yes and no, to be honest.
You want some tea?
Me don't like a yes or no.
Not you, Carter.
But give me a little more room, please.
No, sir.
Let me tell you, look
I
while
would then have to consider
You see what we are doing with it?
Let me tell you, look while.
Honest.
Me say man wants some belt
Tolerance.
cross him back. You see you?
Hey, well done.
Let me tell you something, man. I some leather belt you want cross your back, man.
Yeah, but I agree with you, Vegas. 100% me agree.
Me say me never see such a waste of an individual. I've never seen this virgin.
Really? Maybe come
Brother.
back to that of a question.
Moderator, I want 3 minutes to make a presentation. Not really.
No, but before you go to connecting.
Let me tell you
I
this,
just
man.
want.
Can I tell you,
Hold
bro?
on.
You come on road and let me come back and
Hold
see
on,
you.
bro. Because trust me, connecting, you'll be surprised to know him alone stay so. The amount of people stay so, brother. Trust me, that's how they are dealing.
So PMP stay, all of them.
So watch this, Win. Watch this,
PNP.
watch this, brother. Since you want some
I'm
more
here
time
the
to answer
PNP.
that. Hold on, voice. Since you want some more time to answer that, why you answer this? All right, we saw a video with Mr. Wright, right? And there was
Yes.
some altercation in the video, right?
No, Vegas.
Here I know. Make a man talk.
No, but he must say something wrong there for Kariki. Him say
What is wrong?
Mr. Right. But the police said the video was
let me
indistinct.
correct.
Yes, thank you.
We saw a video what people alleged to be Mr. Wright. Right, boss? Right?
Yeah, man.
All right. So, what was the end result of it?
What I see so far is that the man was demonstrated
No,
against.
I'm not asking about what you seen in the video. We already said we alleged that Mr. Wright was in a video with some activities.
I'm just saying step
But
up
me-
I'm active as a
Yeah,
Labour
no,
Party
I'm not
and
asking what happened. Me not asking what happened. Me asking what was the end result of this situation? What transpired? What happened? What was the end
in
result?
terms of the consequence.
Investigation, police involvement, what
He
was
was
the end
not
result?
charged. He was not charged.
Why was he not charged? Why was he not charged?
Because the partner decided that they work it out.
No.
There was
Did
no
the partner
evidence
say
for
that?
that. No evidence. That's the
Hold
answer.
on, boss. Connect it. Hold on. We know so this is your
Well, I
field.
love Judge right though.
We know it's your field. But what may I ask is, where did you see that where it said she was not cooperating? Where it said she what?
Well, I saw both of them on the television.
What did the lady say? What she said? What?
She didn't really say much. Only thing it was that the pastor was mediating.
So why?
And
So
said-
you're saying she was not charged? Why? You say he was not charged? Why was not charged?
Because they maybe come to some understanding, they end up married.
Maybe come to some understanding. So you not have no facts on it then, right?
No.
Good. Perfect. Let's
But
move
it's
now.
still a question. It's still a question.
Sir, you're not a facts man. If it be a question, you're not a facts man, brother.
Of course. An
What's your
answered
question? What's your question?
I want to know the details on which.
Hold on. You want to know the detail on something when two people work out whatever differences and are together still? So you want to invade the people's privacy?
No.
Can I ask him one question?
So you want to invade their privacy? You want to go and what would you like to happen? Would you like the police to go and get into an investigation or something? What you want?
Let me tell you what I would want. That's a very nice question, Vegas. I could appreciate that. I would much appreciate the Prime Minister call George Wright and say, I have a wife, I have a daughter, and what is alleged, I am not certain, but this is something I cannot tolerate.
Where Prime Minister get data from?
So in essence,
Hold on.
Mr. Vegas, let me ask you this. So in essence, what he's saying is that people can be thrown out of jobs or lose position.
No, I was getting in trouble. Welcome in trouble. So yeah, I was getting there. So yeah, I said the Prime Minister supposed to be like some form of authoritarian where just say, yo, George, come in at this man. Here say you want a thing now, you no longer work here. That him do too?
Not necessarily, but lead by example. Consequences.
By doing what?
He did take some actions.
Okay.
He did ask him to step aside as MP and he retained as an independent candidate.
Okay. And there is nothing for him to use against Mr. Wright, right?
And because of the scenario.
Is there lawfully, by the letter of the law, is there anything anyone...
Morally, not lawfully.
All right, fine, morally. So let me ask you a question. The members of parliament from the PMP, or the representatives from the PMP, hold on, bro. For persons who were charged, why do you support them?
Very good. Vegas, you know, say you're very intelligent.
Come on, brother, stop patronizing, man. Why are you supporting them?
Okay. It is in demonstration that Andrew Holness to recognize the will and the voice of the people.
Stop, bro. You know, Andrew Holness' name not belong in that question. Leave that.
Okay.
I'm asking you.
Let's look at his name.
The people in the PMP will get charged in domestic assault. Why are you still supporting them?
No,
they were charged.
Charges.
Sir, they were charged.
Tell us the name.
Michael Phillips and Natalie Nita Gavi. Michael Phillips and Natalie Nita Gavi were charged and brought before the court. And those matters were resolved because...
All right. I didn't want to call any name. No, I don't want to move the goalpost. Connect it. No, connect it. I didn't want to pinpoint anybody. But what I'm saying is, we give you two names, right? So you can actually have a face in your head when you attack. Why are you supporting people that were charged for domestic violence, but you want our Prime Minister to remove someone from his job, someone the people selected for not even a case that is before the court or went before the court?
All right, I will answer you, Vegas. And this merits. And nobody interrupt me. Please control them two gentlemen there. On the base of morality, right? And this is my position, my personal position. Waiting on Mr. Golden to come to the public with his manifestos and detailed.
No, the man in a serious God. The man in a serious God.
So
hold on. Manifesto, Mr. Golden a manifesto and details from the conversation.
So let me answer. I'm talking. Don't we have a right to talk?
You know what problem we have? Let me tell you the problem we have, brother. You don't have no respect for anybody's intelligence.
No.
That's the problem of one, brother.
So could I answer this question, Vegas?
You have no respect for anyone's
intelligence,
bro.
Vegas, could I answer this question?
Brother, if you no know, if I give you a question and you're going to go to something total, brother, you're deflecting, brother. I'm not asking you to deflect. I'm asking you a simple question.
And I'm
Zin,
answering you.
a man, they claim that a man who was alleged to be in a video doing something to somebody. That man was not charged. That man came forward and he said, you know what, I'm going to be a better person. I'm going to whatever. Whatever, brother. Whatever you can admit it, yes or no. Whatever you want to take it as. A man come forward and say, I'm going to be a better person. I'm going to this, I'm going to that, and I'm going to show society that I have grown. Boom. On the other side, there are people who were charged. Yeah? They made no apology. They made no statement.
Ready to go sleep now. You're ready
Yeah?
to talk the problem.
But you are supporting that side. And pointing fingers, listen, and pointing fingers at the other side.
No, you're making an unfair statement.
Sir, you're the one who brought up George Wright.
May I beg a chance, may I beg a chance, please.
Hold on there before you come in there, Tricks.
Long time, you have 2 questions, long time, but me wait.
All right. Last talk Vegas, and then I can come in.
Hold
on now.
Hold on, please. After you finish speaking, voice of the PMP, please allow connecting to that. He's been here a minute now.
All right, and I said,
I have a little breaking news, guys.
Run it.
Just a little breaking news. Murders for April 44 compared to last year 84.
Wow, that's what, 50% down?
Yep.
Yeah,
Wow.
under 50%.
Awesome.
Good news. We're happy as Jamaicans. All right, let me finish up with Vegas. Vegas, in answering your question, I am now challenging the opposition on their policies and morality in our society. Full stop.
So hold on. You are challenging them for something that was so this that was already done.
Mr.
Yeah?
Mr. Vegas, hold on. Mr. Vegas, hold on, Mr. Vegas. Connecting, me know a year turn, but in touch a point where me really need to touch. And that's why I have this picture up here. Because he talk about morality. He talk about moral. I just want to put that picture, I just want to deposit that picture here right here, so.
Right,
and the point of moral. Because a moral you say you deal with, right? Me just want to deposit that picture here right here, so.
That's the question, sir.
Let me ask you this. Where in the world anybody could have committed this immoral act as a leader of any political party and continue to serve in that post? Tell me where in that. Only
Jamaica.
Only Jamaica.
Only Jamaica.
But let me ask you this. What's your personal position on this act right here? Never give you a question hard to answer. Your personal
100% condemn the very act and narrative of that. No support whatsoever. And Mr. Golden, you owe the people of Jamaica an apology.
No, an apology isn't enough. An apology isn't enough. You know why? Because people have to go beg for it. No.
All right, what would you want?
An apology we have to beg for. No.
All right, let's move on.
You connecting a pass. You connecting a thing. I must skip. You must skip on that.
Next contender.
All right.
Voice of the PMP allow connecting.
Yeah. Do you know what the police report says in respect of George Wright's case?
No, sir. Could you please highlight me?
Really? And you speak the way you speak?
Morality is good.
No, Mr. Voice of not true. You can't. No, me not tell you. Me will ask one next question. Have you ever testified in court?
Oh no, I have a clean record.
Wait, no man, testified. Give evidence in court.
Oh no, far from that.
You know, I just ask you a rhetorical question and ask you that because you'll be in prison for perjury. You know, you'll be charged for perjury. If you, you dance around questions, you answer away no hacks, you're shifty.
What's your question now? Are you shifting now from a question?
You would be in prison now if you had gone to court to give evidence.
What's your question now, fellow?
All right, are you satisfied? Are you satisfied that Mark Golden lied to Jamaica. Are you satisfied about that?
and lied to Jamaica. In what
About
way?
where he was born. About where he was born. By the way, did you know that he said that he was born in Jamaica? Initially, he said he was born in Jamaica. You know that?
I heard those arguments and we already talked about them. And I said,
Did you hear him say that? Did you hear him say that?
I never hear him personally.
Well, that is in evidence now. You know, he said
What's
he
the
was born in
question
Jamaica.
now? What's the question now?
Are you comfortable voting for a leader? And you say you're up to 5%. If any party win the election by 55%, it's a landslide victory. You know? And
What do you mean?
Yeah? You are saying that you are in Mark Golding's corner 55%. Any one of the party win by 55% is a landslide victory. So you are PNP. Are you prepared to vote for a man if you have evidence that he lied to this country? Are you prepared to support that party and the person who leads that party?
Very good question, mister. So like our constable.
We are called old constable.
But you're not a young man. The last time I spoke to you, you told me that you were retired many decades ago.
No, man, I never tell you that. Yeah, you know all of that.
This man.
What's up the live on?
If
Hey,
this
Vice,
man is,
I want him Vice of the nation now. You see, if you remember in an exam, by the time the clock run out in a 3 question, the man say, you know.
The man shifty, bad man too shifty.
Pass.
No.
In an answer question, you know. In an answer question, I ask you, you know.
Answer question.
If he's satisfied that Golding is telling lies, if he would still give him his vote.
And I'm trying to answer
a man saying a vote for a man with thief taxpayers money. What you expect?
Don't be like this.
Talk about morality. Don't talk enough done.
No, the man said that vote for a man where till to this day don't apologize for offending him as a black man.
I did not say that. You summarize those things in one mouth.
You just imagine that Lashika, a man I go vote for a man who offended him by using his ancestors' suffrage to score political points. And the man say he will vote for that man.
But anyway,
the man say the hospital where them complain about and the road and the police station and the police car them and the school them where taxpayers' money supposed to fix. Right? And a man take it and deprive your child or your family of health and education and a good road. If a man take that the money them are right with it. What you expect about a lie? Him go say it's a little lie. Wash it off and come back with it. That's all him gonna say now.
All right. So Lashika, with such a beautiful name. You're not so hard like the other guys here, you know. They're very rough things.
Deflecting again.
The question that the gentleman asked me, and I want to answer in context where we weigh the odds of both political parties. Because I'm telling you, you know, I want the best for Jamaica, you know, but I'm also waking up on the merits of factual data to cast that vote. And all Jamaican is doing it.
Someone have asked a question. Sorry. So you wait for Mark Golding factual data to cast your vote?
Did he say factual data just now?
Yeah, that's
Mark don't show already say man British citizen in going to embassy a line. What more you want? And then him come and say go renounce him, go pray to God for renounce him something.
Imagine, guys, hold on, give me a second. Imagine Mark Golding went in Parliament, we presented a document to the people of Jamaica in a national debate.
And cut out the data.
Hiding data from the people.
You realize you know what question I'm asking me?
Him not connecting him not answer, man. No, connecting him not answer.
Would you vote
at this point,
if you find out saying tell lie to the people of Jamaica?
Connecting. Him have a different connecting.
Let me answer him on the Vegas. Be fair to the man.
Connecting. Anytime you hear him answer a question and he say,
Good question.
I want to hear him say, on the matter of morality. You know,
I found you very attractive, Lashika. You're an attractive lady.
Yeah.
I'd like to meet you.
No, the married woman alone.
Brother Voice.
Oh, yes.
Have you ever read the Commission of Inquiry report on the state of emergency that man declared in 1976? Have you ever read that?
I'm listening on it, you know. I never pay much of it. Attention.
You know that the commissioners found that the security forces, head of both security forces, did not ask mandate for the state of emergency, and that was called to win the 1976 election. We lack of Colonel Charles and Babs Green.
Connecting. Hold on. Pull up. Connecting.
Yeah.
You have a part in the Bible say, Zane, you must not throw a pearl to swines, brother.
Absolutely.
Not saying it's a swine, bro. But listen to
But
me.
Vegas, do you look in the comment? The people are enjoying our political debate right now.
Hold on, brother. Connecting. When you come and you teach with them things, just see if you teach with. Don't throw pearls on backboard.
No, you forgot to say over to Alberto.
You will go on now, brother. You will go on with this now. This youth here is lazy. You know him cuss him earlier on. Him lazy. He's a youth where
intellectually lazy.
Intellectually lazy. Yeah, you know him a intellectual cruff.
So why did I support Bruce Gold in
So what you're saying to him now, Connecting, he would have no knowledge of it. One, Connecting, it will not pique his interest. Because you know what? It don't sound like something he can go share over PMP platform and get forward. Two, he is not in this to learn anything new and he don't want to hear no truth. The same talking points that this man up to this day. You see them, you see what I'm talking about now? What we are talking about now? Him talk for 10 hours to about this already. And every platform you go and see him is the same line of argument.
Same lies.
Nothing new.
Same lies.
This brother.
Me have a question for you connecting that. On the matter of nation building, right? What would you recommend to the people of Jamaica to accept from leaders that want to serve their country? Tell me that. Tell me about that.
I can't answer in a very short answer. Vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Vote for Jamaica. That's all. Left the PMP out of this. Left the PMP. Can't PMP know about that. Just continue voting for Andrew Wallace and the Labour Party. Nothing else.
It's very exciting.
Voice. When I heard you on a platform the other day and said in 2007 or something like that you were 16.
No, it was a miscalculation.
How did you support Bruce Golding?
No, it was a mistake. Hey, how did I say?
Listen, Sheik. I don't want to listen.
I comedy boss is here.
No, man. What happened was
you must stop it. Don't listen to everything, Sheik.
You know, I never remember. No.
You want some rapid belt over your back, you.
Yeah, I left high school 2009.
And some belt you want over your back.
Election 2007. I was mixing up the time with the 2011 election. Because all along I'm counting that there was no 2011 election.
When you left school?
No. But you said, hear you.
But 2009. The lies are
Travis.
Nobody don't like people in the party where you can't.
Him just mash up himself again.
Listen. Again, listen, man, but you say you support Bruce Golding. But Bruce Golding never run.
I support it.
But Bruce Golding never run 2011 election.
I'm saying
so
I mix up my age with graduation.
Hear what, man? Yes, we hear that. We hear that. Why?
Yo, somebody record this.
Voice of the PNP, hold on.
Somebody
yes, we hear that.
No, man.
Hold on. Voice, if you listen, you will learn. So we get that you made a mistake with the first lie. But here's what happened with the second lie. Bruce Golding never run in 2011, sir. You never know that?
Him say him stop support the JLP after Bruce Golding.
Then you never know that Bruce Golding never run in 2011 election, young man. My God, the lies then. I saw lies there. You tell one, you end up in another.
You know what I'm lying about my age, guys. I do not make a mistake with when I graduated from high school to my age.
Well, no.
How is that possible?
Seriously.
I
graduated from high school 2009. have this thing about them, this moral thing about them about right or wrong. They just want to stay relevant. And them do anything. And if you look at it, most of the PNP supporters, them can't think for themselves, you know? I don't think they have freedom of thought.
Cause that's why you hear me say that, you know, because I say all of them PNP supporters and voters. I wonder if them not really think to themselves and I say, our side fear opposed to these crime measurement where I work. We're not supposed to then full life no matter as power them want, but them not think that. When them hear the politician them a jump up, the PNP politician them a jump up and I say the police them this and them a jump up and I say hooray.
But it's a short-sighted thing, you know, because they have done what they have done since week. And look at it now. When the crime come at the door, them call the police this week or today. So they not even like think before them act. How can you do a thing like that and expect that we see you as the same Jamaican like we? No, man. The PNP are different people, man. Different people. Then don't think the right and proper way because them get up and oppose the police. And then the ministers over the PNP side, who is their security personnel? The same police. So to me, they are making some decision where it not really make any sense. They don't think practical, none at all.
But you know what I would like to ask? Those police will say them a PNP. I want to ask a question.
How them feel?
How them feel?
But remember this, you know, a PNP will always be PNP, you know.
Hey, listen, guys, after Andrew Holness gave the police that big increase, you hardly had any police officers supporting the PNP party after that. Most of them are on the JLP side.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I said, what's going on with the people is desperation. So they will do all stupidness. Expect more from them, you know, it getting near to election. So with the PNP still.
And you know I know the PNP them are idiot. I listen to them keen in, all right, Fish Jackson get up in a parliament. And he must say, if making Portmore a parish, I gonna make it drain them clean. If making Portmore a parish, I gonna clean up the garbage them. Fish Jackson often said that because
Actually get up and say that?
Yeah, him are the worst.
Oh my
God. So what is over there doing? So what is he doing?
Him is a garbage MP.
All right.
Yeah, me tell her, brother, me can tell her, listen, me and tell her, Andy, me can tell her first, and I went on the ground. My phone never have no filter. They are the first missing Maras turned from green to red. Are the first, brother, are the first.
It's oversteer.
Yeah, me see the first me seen at the middle of a town, like see the stoplight right there, so see the big sign there with Fish Jackson. And you see when I look over there, so garbage. You know the old time incinerator them where you see their eyes, where you see their school, where you throw the garbage in and burn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, me see one of them over there. And you see the incinerator, more garbage the outside. All dead dog bun right in front. Brother, I saw the man keep Portmore City and him out get up in a parliament and I go talk.
Everything's stagnant.
Him not say that all time more because guess why? Him as a MP, you know, he was in power, you know, right through, you know, when PNP in power, you know. You see me? So for him say that all time more, him should have been shame for 130-year MP.
That is not what you should say. You must say, and he have a Mia.
Collecting all the funds.
Look at that. He have a Mia. And Portmore is so dirty.
You know what? One of the main objectives for PNP now is to fight against changes. Them don't love changes, man. PNP don't like changes, man. Them need to stay in the dark world and keep the people in full fold.
Brother, if Marcus Garvey, who is Jamaican, the PNP lock him up, beat him, send him to prison, and then when he come out, make him have to run left Jamaica. And when he come back now in the body, to come back in Jamaica, and cause a big story about it. then what you must expect from the PMP? They are no good. And yet still people who say they respect Marcus Garvey and they love Marcus Garvey. Because Marcus Garvey this and re. And they must support the PMP. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I tell you how we know so them are back and belly rat. Because I know so everybody must see the video, you know. You see the bill will pass to the teacher them.
Honey, will you call him a while ago?
I back and belly rat them man, especially one on him when he dread, a false dread.
Oh, that is Crawford.
Yeah, crawfish. Him.
The comedian.
Hey, you know see the man goes a boom. Him stand up in a parliament door and him can get till late. The education minister on the bill of them passed, though.
Yeah.
And him gone pam platform, you know. And I try to bring down the bill, and brother. What a man, yo, do you see him?
Because
about that dread there, you know?
He used him as a little spin doctor, you know. Him as a spin doctor, you know. That his role over there, cause him come like when him Chris Tucker, that stand-up comedian. Yeah, man, not that him do, man. People don't take him serious again, you know. Crawford loses credibility.
I think he would have a better career than the comedy thing right now.
Yeah, man, for real, man. Him can do an island wide tour. You know?
Guys, 1 second. Tell me why PMP going around with this picture with a dog off as their profile picture. Are PMPs calling themselves a dog or something? I don't understand.
Can you repeat?
Why PMPs going around with a dog picture on their profile?
I haven't seen. I don't know.
You know what
Maybe them barking after each other's.
Then we put up a picture with Mark Golding with the man with the chain on his neck. I'm my right time company.
Where is it? At the motor that.
They must say Mark Golding, Andrew calling dog, but everybody are calling one a dog now, so I'm not see the problem.
From long time.
If Andrew Holness call them dog, why put it up on your profile picture and calling yourself a dog? I don't get it.
But dog is everybody are calling themselves. Everywhere you go to
From long time.
Dog. Be dog. Be a dog, you know. So.
But the dog spell different. You understand? The dog spell different. But them put up themselves as DOG. And we go around and say DWAAG.
Yeah.
You understand? So there's a difference between it. You understand? So them get it wrong all the while.
Tell you something, son. Life when I see dog I live right now, I'm far in a half boat now, man. If you even call people dog, man, that's no problem.
Then you see them kids, some down a man take up here, they can spend vacation and foreign. And some get a visa and green card and something.
Some vehicle must dog up there in front in a fire and them land clean. Yeah, man.
I live better than them.
Connecting dot, good night. Connecting the dots.
Good evening, everybody. How you all doing?
Are you making the connection?
Too bad. I'm making the connection.
Good night, Ella. Connecting that. You know, when I love you explain the bill them up past to me. All right, first.
Which one I bill them?
The crime bill. Fully explain.
I haven't read up on them yet.
All right, come on, say a man.
I never speak about things that I am not harmed.
All right, that's why I say I not fully know about it.
Busy today at work, but I heard a little thing, but I can't give no details.
Yeah, but I see something
I remember 50 years. I remember them upgrade to 50 years.
Well, in essence, you know, if the bill says that the person, if convicted of murder, will spend
capital murder is different from
capital unaliving. That person will spend a minimum of 45 or 50 years in prison. What that means is that, like the firearm which I'm off with, that says 15 years. You have to complete 15 years in prison.
No, man, mandatory sentence.
No, what I'm saying is that you have to complete the 15 years before they consider. Is that a walk out of 15 years, you know? You don't walk out of 15 years. No, it works out. Because the parole thing is a process. Yeah. And what the law says is that you have to do a minimum of 15 years before you are considered the process of being processed for parole. That might take another 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So don't be fooled by it. And if it's 45 or 50 years of murder, you have to do the 50 years first, or the 45 years.
It's a minimum wage that. That is the minimum wage.
Like minimum wage, absolutely. But you know, some employer pay more than the minimum wage.
Come on, so you start from there. Start from there, go up.
You know, you get the point.
Yeah, man, from there go up, man.
Yeah, but what I want to speak about now is more and more I am convinced that a big part of the PMP campaign for 2025. Well, the biggest part of their campaign was the high unaliving. They were banking on a high unaliving rate to go in the campaign. They have lost that completely. Lost it totally.
Yeah, man, because negative.
No, I mean, they can't touch us again, you know.
Yeah, man, them use negative things.
Except that they're trying to spin the numbers now.
Mm-hmm.
But a big part of their campaign strategy going into this election is lies, diabolical lies. And so
that's why I stated now, say, stop entertaining the PNP them on these platforms, because them come with just this non-change vibes. Them don't change the narrative.
So just allow me to get into the point I'm making. Thank you. So we have to have a strategy too, you know. Our strategy has to be not to tell lies like them. I mean, we don't have to do that. There's no need for us as persons who are representing the Labour Party to lie to nobody, because we have enough truth. We just need to know the truth that we have and put ourselves in a position to market it to the people of Jamaica. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. I hear Peter Bunting, Senator Peter Bunting, the opposition spokesman on national security. And whenever I tell a lie, you know, then go up and 2 point and bet it out, you know, man. Blur. You then go up and 2 point and then loud and vulgar with it, with the lie. I hear him talking about the unaliving rate on the whole list. And I say the highest amount of unaliving take place on any prime minister. That's a big fat lie, Peter Bunting. And I love to see you face to face to tell you that one of the biggest lie that any senator or any politician has told is that one. But you know, lie long time, you know, so I'm not surprised. So no. The JLP took over in February 2016. They took over an unaliving rate of 1,208 in 2015. That was the PMP. Of course, the PMP had taken one of 1125, less than that, 1125 in 2011 from the JLP. So unaliving went up under the PMP when they came the last time they were in office, as is the case with the two previous times before that. 3 times they come in, unaliving rate went up. First time it went up by 500+%, 145 to 844 under the PMP. The JLP brought it on back to 414 under Siaga and gave that to the PNP in 1988 rather. The PNP shot it up back to 1,674, coming from 414 to 1,674. That's over 400% again, you know. The PNP that, you know. So for Bunting to come in 2025 and tap and invite 2 point to tell this nation a big fat lie that the JLP and the owners as the highest rate. That is the most deceptive thing that I have known. I read a blog on Facebook today from one of them bloggers and one of them group. Where him say under Holness, under Prime Minister Holness, the graping over 5,000 women were raped. By the way, graping is down this year by 50%, you know. 50%, never happened at PMP. And it went down last year too. Right? So, and if PMP has the highest unaliving rate of 500 and 400% respectively, then graping must, well, you see, what they do is manipulating the numbers, you know. Because if they get an unaliving rate from 145 to 844, that's a massive 500% increase. But what they do is they give the JLP an unaliving rate of 1,000 had. But interestingly, what he said, you know, is that unaliving that average 1,300 under the JLP. But he didn't say that what the PMP gave them was 1,208. In the last year that we went off, so it moved up by less than 100 on average under the JLP. And if we are not able to look at these numbers and crunch these numbers and able to dissect them and present them to the public, they will win with their lies. We can't allow them to win with their lies. And we have the truth. Understand me? Today, I'm happy to report, I don't know if it came before I came on, that another record is broken in the unaliving rate. Last year, April, we had 84 unaliving. This April is down to 44, about 49% reduction year on year up to April this year. I've been projecting that the unaliving rate will be under 800, between 720 and 750 this year. But Minister Chang, the Minister of National Security, who is in the best position to make that prediction, told the Parliament yesterday that he's looking at in the region of 600. Now, when I look at these numbers and how they are going, that is not far-fetched. 600 is gettable. Of course, that is conditional on the JLP remaining in power. We can't bank on the PMP for that, based upon their record and with unaliving and other things in Jamaica and serious crimes in general. We can't rely on those people, because I mean, these numbers are real, and I've always invited persons that don't listen to this man. I'm a former policeman, former detective with decades of service in the police force, but still don't listen to me, because you could easily conclude that I have an interest because I'm a sympathizer of the Labour Party, and I am unapologetic with that. I'm an unapologetic supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party for 45 years now. Even when I was in the force, I supported the Labour Party in a principled way, in the sense that it never affected my performance in the police force. I remember locking up a labourer one day out in Rocheros in 2007. When I went for the man, he was wrong. When I went for the man had on everything green. Everything he had on green. Everything we could see green. But I got a report, and the report indicated I went for him, took him in custody. And the member of Parliament called me, because she had my number, Shiny Robinson called me and asked me what he's charged for. I never tried to get him out illegally. I asked me what he was charged for. I told her, and she said, if it was a bail offense, I said, yes, you can say it's not going to bail him. I'm telling her if you come and get bail and go and go to court, pay money, plead guilty and pay money, and the case finished. So I was I always tried to be a very principled person. And that is why I couldn't be a PNP. At the PNP, what they do is cram up the public service with their surrogates, including the police force that I serve. So every time you look up on PNP in the super call, the assistant commissioner, everybody call you, ask you, I don't want bail for him, same time you look up a man, charge a man for gun one night, a force in license weapon. He used to commit a crime, so I charge him. And in a night, late night, the super call me, ask about bail. You know, daylight, you know, brother, on baby soup. I call me about this man. I tell him, say, film call, and say, I soup, the arresting officer, you have made that call me now. But I would prefer to go to court and get bailed by the judge, which would be the case with anybody else. Come in here with the QRO. You understand? So, and that is why the PNP has such high unaliving rate in Jamaica, because of how they manage the country. They use enforcers, henchmen, and guns to run community, to garner the people and to drive eternal fear into the cast them balance. And make sure so they win. And they use their surrogates in the police force to not to enter these strongholds. They have a lot more garrisons than the JLP. The PNP has significantly more, probably 4-1 garrisons that the JLP has. Yeah, about 4-1. And so what they do is use their surrogates that they pack up in a commissioner chair, deputy commissioner, assistant commissioner, all of them are PNP. When all the PNP lose, you know, the commissioner and the deputy are still PNP them, you know. So like poor little me who support the Labour Party, not getting a promotion, you know. You're dead. You understand me? But you say I'm a principled person. I mean, I switch some PNP because I mean I look promotion. If I support the Labour Party and principle, I'm going to die for that principle. If I support the PNP and principle, I'm going to die for that. And I'm a principle, you know. This gentleman here, you know, died. What's his name, man? U.S. Salmon, from a university professor of law. He said, matters of principle, stand firm like a rock. And I've adopted that quote. and I've been using it. When I pick out a principle, I will go to my grave for it. That's how I am. I will go to my grave for a principle. You understand? And that will change because you're going to give me $1 billion. And what I realized, what I realized is that the PMP bloggers are quick to accuse us of getting paid by the Labour Party. Obviously, they are getting paid. And they can't believe that somebody like me have go so hard for the JLP and just on the principle ground, not with no pay and I expect nothing. I have never been personal benefits. No, I have never been approached. I started blogging for the Labour Party in 2017. Okay, because you see the need, the absolute need, right? The absolute need. So, voluntarily, I didn't tell anybody that I was going to do it. Nobody ever asked me. I started blogging for Norman Dunn out in South St. Mary, Southeast, in that by-election. I probably, Norman Dunn and I crossed paths maybe once or twice, but not somebody I know well. But when I check out his background, and when I look at his former principal, coming out on social media and recommending him, I said, no, this man, and I know he had 2 pharmacies in St. Mary. But no, I've never met Norman Dunn in that sense that he could have even asked me. Up to now, him since 2017, I know, you're talking about 8 years. I have not seen him in the 8 years that I've been blogging for the Labour Party. And then I did some more work in 2020. I didn't blog in the 2016 election because at that time I was contemplating career path at that time. So I didn't start until 2017 when I got some time. And I continued until this day. And this operation shall continue. In other words, I am convinced. By the way, I won't stop telling you guys, that I am coming from a PMP background, a very strong PMP background too. It was because of what I saw and observed in the PMP. When I made the decision to no, I can't continue to support.
So how they say PMPs can't switch?
No, well, let me tell you this. One of the most difficult for PMP switch. One of the most difficult thing. You can tell you that. It's actually.
Well, that one just switch.
Rest of them politically stagnant.
No, I like something to your brain, man. I can do something to your brain. And that's why I'm convinced it's a cult in your brain.
Cult.
It's a cult. Because remember, me meet some people up in bush up in a center. And me and them a reason and thing. And them dirty doing and them pack up their head of life right in the 70s, a big people them. And they still believe in a few years ago, we meet them, They still convinced about CIA and Siaga and Siaga.
All kind of thing.
All kind of thing about Siaga.
And workers sabotage the country.
Well, you know what catch them that day? You know what catch them? Some of the things that I told them. Like a young boy was there with him Android phone. And he jump on Google. And I say, yeah, man, when man attack at you, this man a historian. See on Google, yeah. And he started reading for them. So I start lick them with some more stuff. I jump on Google. And I say, yeah, man, right. So the young people, they're not foolish with them. That's why they might lose their picnic and then grandpicnic and then great grandpicnic because they are more educated. And then jump and find the facts. So I start lick some information from the young boy and the boy jump on Google and I tell them, no, everything man talk there. So then shut up, then nobody talk.
Technology, man.
But then still a PMP, Yeah, you understand me?
I saw to them go, sorry connecting.
Go ahead, no problem.
I saw to them go, up one of my uncle in my past, grave digging. And them said them who will and pan for them PMP is them because them came to see my uncle at PMP. So as a film pit them come. So me did it and some people did it who know me with it from the media. Can you know me not take off my armband? They must say why me never left me armband them on me heart. So I say why me gonna take off your orange armband? Then I come off of them and so I say why I make my green armband them to come off of my heart. Right. So me did it and me a reason with one man called the man I tell him about I say him have him son and him son a come home come invest in some business but only thing him son have problem with the tax with the small business thing. I mean I tell him say sir, you know say if you run a small business and you not make over $10 million you not pay certain tax. First thing my cousin jump up and say, I like me, I tell him I idiot and I agree and band them a fool me. You know. So you see, just like what you say, is a little man, you know, I say, all right then, take out your phone and Google it. And I look man Google it up and I read and I tell them what I go on. And him I say, yo man, you my family, I tell me say, I'm a PMP friend right that put it on Google. Me and my labor right friend them.
Jesus have mercy. And I think tell us
so that for sure all the people embedded, brother.
Jesus have
mercy.
You know what?
I will put it up there.
Mentally.
You know I'm 2020. Maybe I raise some chicken up now they see me already at the same time. And me a female and me go up there with her, but she was a PMP, you know. But since she start moving, she switch on to labor right. So she go up there now green top after election in 2020 and the JLP one, you know. And she go up there now and a green top. You know, so when I own family member injured her, get violent and injured her. When I own family member, I'm a PMP, you know. You hear me say?
So them stay. I tell them, I'm telling them we are the man them go and I have to start break down something to them. And I said to them, say, in a PMP time, one did one house or one car. One time when me know a phone father in a PMP time when he run back a PMP. He won't live now, eh? Can't turn out a door and juke out of the house. Remember say I want to come pack up in a granny house in there. So me have to start telling me truth. Me tell him say since Andrew Owen come in a government, me come see all I want to build house. Everyone around here so look, 1, 2, 3, 4, the father buy land and give all I want house space. And 3 my contract I make it all I want to learn 3 and all I want to build house. So one can tell me say. I forgot to say all I used to live in a PMP time and I go to school barefoot up a guy's hill and go look for them. I saw them look for me, everybody look for me. So me just tell them, listen, me and a family like you know. You ever sit down and tell lie now. I don't know one can't tell me nothing about PMP because I grew and born in a labor right yard. I don't know how phone of father go switch. Because him born out a labor right grandma, out a labor right mother, and him raised out in a labor right family. So I don't know him growing up so. Until you know where it reach down to, them not talking no politics with me because Andrew all this brainwash. I say a grandma brainwash me. To them because this is not, hey, this is not about my grandmother thing in a general. I research, you know. Me a born labor right now, but I do a whole heap of research, brother. I do a lot of research. And it's the research them where me do. And the outcome when we see out it just one way, and a labor right. Because a Jamaica Labour Party are the builder for the country. Each time when the country rise up, a Jamaica Labour Party do it. Each time when it fall, underneath PMP. So what we for do?
Exactly so. Exactly. You know, just a while ago, you know, just today. I last time I drive out was Saturday. Saturday I drive out. I'm drive out today. I know live with I'm drive. And when the road I drive on Friday, not Saturday, Friday. Almost a week ago I live the house. And the amount of road the man in pave. I said to myself, oh no man, but this place I mean, they were had a year as they were fixing, you know. But then we reach the part now, we have to drive on, you know. The road nice, and I said to myself, but no man, this are different. When in a PMP time, when election is about to call, all the PMP do go drop some mad on the road. And the PMP activists, if they honest about themselves, then we know it's true. Me attack. They will drop some mal, and then drop mal, and then drop mal, and drop mal. When the election call and you know, see them again. The mal, see them and wash away and people take you and do patch out kind of road and do something. They all take us on myself. Not for me community, go patch on road, from day by day.
Connected, sir, connected.
Yeah, man.
You're giving a political view for your personal perspective. You can't continue like a story there.
You mean how we change?
No, man, you did agree at a rundown a thing a while ago, and it was very entertaining.
Oh,
and
you mean
your background, man, police and coming up and whatever.
No, man. When I joined law enforcement in the late 70s.
Yeah, man, intriguing.
Eh?
It's very intriguing.
I joined because my background is a very. I used to hear my mother talk about Daddy Manley. Even when Michael was the prime minister, she talked about, you know, she mentioned Michael name one time yet. That is how deep freedom politics, you know. Daddy Mandy. Everything they said, Daddy Mandy, Daddy Mandy. You never, matter of fact, I don't know Daddy Mandy. And Michael, I go up and know. Michael done prime minister, sent to, remember, sent to election, do you know? Remember, sent to election, because I sing the party song, I'm a PNP.
Okay.
Michael roll the boat a show. Michael roll the boat. I PNP song them, you know. Sierra, where I go. Sierra, I mean, I sing them like a little boy. We can't vote, but I'm a PNP.
Okay.
I don't remember one JLP song. Well, the bad song where PNP come up in 1976 now is Look Them with the Cuban School. My father born here, my grandmother born here. A wicked song that. You do that another one day. Come here, PNP. I can't remember one of the labor rights song them. We can't remember none 72, none 76. I mean, I sing for the song, I PNP song, I sing as a boy, I grew.
Okay.
Remember the labor rights song now 1980? Because in 1980 me switch. 1980 me switch from you know why me switch? I was transferred to Michael Manley constituency first week of April 1980. First Monday, no what day, was the third of April. Very close, early April.
What was there? What name of the constituency?
The constituency at the time was East Central Kingston. Then after that again. East Central Kingston. He used to take in part of Kingston Eastern and Central Kingston. But then they have subsequently removed the Eastern Kingston part and just called it Central Kingston. This was 1980. When I went to the constituency, the election campaign had started already. The 1980 general election campaign. And we go there. When we go there, the whole of the police and my labor right, you know. The whole of them switch. All the PNP then switch on labor right, 1980. But one thing about me, you know, I have what is known as independence of opinion. I'm an independent thinker. So nobody can me, you know, nobody. They might try everything to come and say, no, we can't do that. I say, I'm a mother, birthright, they can't do my mother. You mad? So I tell them, they can't convince me. And remember one night there was a crossfire between thugs and the security forces. Four members of the team went in a Dunkirk. It was Bride Street, at my Bride Street, half in Road. And one of the thugs was shot, was it, and fell. And we recovered the weapon. We went to dash out of the place as the fire get intense. And the thug joined in and outnumber and out fire away. So we have to get up with them. They find the man. We couldn't see them. I mean, he got very hostile. We couldn't see him. I was the first time I ran. Let me show you that. Enough time I run. Can you imagine? The PNP and the Michael man, they did not resource the police force. Then give you one little spinach, one little point, one little trade. And we have got catch him with 16. So that night now, when we broke a base, and the commander arranged a group of 52 by one. In other words, 52, one soup and 52. And we went back up there. We have to run again. All 52 we have to run again. Because by then them position themselves, and we never know say a 16 man over here. We didn't know that. And the man them paper we have one man from our team was injured. And we check on the hospital and we found the suspect at the university with two cars. So when we reach back up here, so the man must say, yes, we're not telling about. We should not tell about brother. This was just face a while ago. At that we are facing, at that we are show you. We still a PNP, brother. We still a PNP, still a comrade. Comrade till I die. I tell you. So, 1 or 2 look in the morning, the leader came in and went and I walk with him because he don't notify us and we had to go accompany him and I walk in the constituency. And then he converged on his office. The office was on Wild Street. That first left turn after you leave, we know it was going east. apartment complex is right there, but the office is right in the inside the apartment complex, don't see it. And he had a meeting down there with his constituents. And he went an indoor meeting, and then he came out of the meeting and addressed the crowd. And one thing with him doing, I can't tell you with him, you know. At that time, you know, me adore the man. I tell you, I say I adore the man. The man can speak, you know. I learned some new words from the man. I was interested in words. The time man, so I words.
Charisma, man. Charisma.
Man, full of charisma, I tell you, the man. But that source of charisma, man, not that speech, nothing else. Nothing else. Pure.
Empty barrel. Empty barrel.
Empty as a empty. That man. I'm virgin. When I see him talk did and make up in face and vex, you know. Vex up himself and I was upset. And I grumble, but I couldn't hear myself. And eventually, you know, the big boss said, well, you know, security forces have to find a way to coordinate with the people and to build friendship, build relationship. On the other hand, the community has to support the police and big speech, man, I make. Big speech. I mean, the boy say, "Who can go and talking? You don't know man. You want to tell someone one bigger gun." Yeah. But when I said, when some man said that, I said to myself, "When just a while ago, I must say, I see liberal troop there come, man, I want to be outside that man, I idiot, you know." I'm tell you something, you know. I said, "Just should jump out and jump up in and run, start run away from it, you know, man. Jump up and start run away from it, you know. So I run him down." With a full fist like him and tummy down, you know, and a regular PMP fist. And he run up the stairs and run on and I run him down back and hear son red, you know, man. I tell that, you know. Back and man hear son red. I said to myself, what you say? After that happened, come and then hold him and say, can calm him down and he come back around, you know. And thump off all the combat fist and then hug up and chat and friend him up and then turn bedroom again and then gone.
Okay.
And we go back at base. And the police came in and years again. All of them gang up on me and say, you see yourself, this one, we slap PMP. You not pay them no mind. Come here, PMP. You hear me say what? So sometimes I'm sorry for some company, you know. We really empathize with them, you know. Sorry for them. I mean, no harm to them brain, harm to me too. Harm to me too. So we really empathize with them.
Mentally.
Eh?
Capture you mentally.
No, man, capture you, captivate you, man. Well, you know what happened one day? This could be about June. Man, I don't remember, but it could be about mid-19. I would have said about June. And I may have had that month in my mind because June is the birth month. That's why somehow I have that month in May. But I can't always put it but about mid-1980. The time election, I heat up, you know, man. The campaign, I heat up, you know. There was an incident in BK Duncan's constituency where a policeman was stabbed multiple times. And his SLR. In Tarlock, mobile reserve police, they were the only ones to carry SLR. Self-loading R. Get it? You got something to say? Self-loading.
Okay.
With an R, RIF,